Captain! Oh, sir, I just received this communique from the public information officer. Guess who's flying in here this afternoon?
Don't tell me. It's Peter Pan.
You said that you were very close. It's Pete Morgan, the famous war photographer. He's arriving here this afternoon to do a layout for Globe magazine.
Pete Morgan
Yes,
is coming here? Well, he's photographed all the greats. He's photographed Ike and Marley and Bull Halsey. Now he wants to do me. Oh, he'll want me in full battle dress, I'm sure.
Sir, wait. Sir, believe me, I think you'd better read the rest of this.
I don't have to read it, Elroy. I got the message. I'm going to be featured in Globe magazine.
Captain, will you wait? Please.
Elroy, you think that the hand grenades on the belt here will be too much for the cover?
Captain, Pete Morgan isn't coming here to photograph you.
I don't care what he's coming here for, as long as I... What do you mean by a crack like that?
Well, sir, he's coming to do a layout of... Commander McHale, I'm afraid you didn't read far enough.
McHale? Well, I'm not going to let him hog my publicity. When that photographer gets here, McHale and his hyenas are going to be so far away that I'm going to be the only war hero around here.
War hero? But, sir, you've never been in battle. You wouldn't even know how to get there.
Hush!
Oh, I didn't mean that, sir.
You ought to have your little forked tongue cut out.
Oh, hi, Captain. Top of the morning to you, sir. Well, we're here for the picture, sir.
That's right. The rest of the boys will be right over. They stop by the barbershop, get a little trim. Excuse me.
How did you know about the... I just found out a few minutes ago.
Really? Oh, we knew that Pete Morgan was coming hours ago. Hey, Captain, what are you doing in that dude battle outfit? Boy.
Yeah, boy, the last time you posed in that outfit was the pretty Christmas cards, remember?
Get funny with me, fatty. Get this dingbat out of here and get him back to your base.
Oh, but we can't, Captain. We gotta wait for Pete Morgan. The pictures, remember?
When Pete Morgan gets here for the pictures, you and your goon squad are going to be out patrolling Barzini Straits. I thought you knew everything.
Barzini Straits. Well, Captain, we were up there last night. As a matter of fact, the British have 4 destroyers patrolling there right now, so they certainly don't need us.
I don't know. They might need you to run out and get some tea bags. Don't get a direct order from your commanding officer. Now move.
But, Captain, you can't do this. My boys are counting on having their pictures in Globe magazine, where they've earned it.
All you've earned is an insubordination rap if you don't move out. Now scram.
Come on, Chocolate.
No, I'm not going. I owe it to my mother and the folks back in Chagrin to have my picture shot.
If you don't get out of here, you're going to get shot, all right?
Chuck, watch it.
Don't shoot. I was only kidding.
Oh, no, sir, please.
No, don't you do it. Don't do it, Chuck.
No, Skip. He drew on me first.
Chuck, don't you do it. That's an order. That's an order.
Well, all right, here.
The war is over.
The war is over? And how it's over? Well, it's fun.
Oh, first, decent.
Who does he think he is? And you bet.
Okay, boys, here we go. Let's get on board. We're going out on patrol. What is all this? PT said strike?
Skip, you coming with us? We're going over and picking Leadbottom's office.
Have you guys flipped? Come on, get rid of them cards and let's get moving. Come on.
But, Skip, we want to be on the cover of Globe magazine.
Binghamton's gypping us out of our chance to be famous.
Skip, are we going to let him get away with it?
Well, now, who says we're letting them get away with it?
You mean we're not going out on patrol?
Oh, we're going to go out on patrol, all right. But we're going to take Mr. Pete Morgan with us. Now, are there any more questions?
Wait a minute, Skip, if you flip...
Yeah, how are we going to do that?
Well, now, that's simple enough. Mr. Parker is going over to the airstrip and pick up Mr. Pete Morgan. Then he's going to drive him over to San Giorgio Point, where we'll pick them both up, and away we'll go.
And he can take pictures of us in action.
Leadbottom going down to meet Mr. Morgan's plane, too?
Seeing as how he just got a message from operations saying that Mr. Pete Morgan's plane would be about an hour late.
That's right. Just call me Sergeant Beauregard. Why, he fell for that story just like bumblebees humming over a corn pone.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the bravest one of all?
Sir!
You boob, don't sneak up on me like you realize I could have plugged you.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but you have to leave for the airstrip right away.
Why? What's a rush? Just checked with operations. Pete Morgan's plane won't be in for an hour.
Well, that's odd, sir, because I just received a call from Lieutenant Keller out at the strip, and he said the plane would be 15 minutes early.
Well, I wish they'd make up their minds, for heaven's sakes. Wait a minute, something going on here. I thought that rebel sergeant's voice sounded familiar. That was Parker.
Sir, Commander McHale and his cutthroats must be plotting something.
They didn't go out on patrol at all, I'll bet. Oh, this is beautiful, Elroy. This is disobedience of a direct order. You pick up Pete Morgan and tell him to be sure that his camera is loaded.
Where are you going, sir?
I'm going to get the cover picture of the year. A band of mutineers being brought in by Killer Wally Binghamton. Get going.
Aye, killer. Sir.
Oh, McHale. This time I'm really gonna get you.
American Marineuniform, hm? Sitz sie an, schnell.
Ganz gute Idee.
'73 boat is gone. Where do you suppose they could be? Ah, they're still here. My mutineers are here. All right, everybody in there. Freeze, you're all under... Oh, darn it. Stand right where you are. I pick up my bullets. Ow!
Stand up, Captain, and not a sound out of you.
How dare you step on my hand like that?
Said silent, Schwein.
Fine. Who are you people?
It is most unfortunate that you dropped by, Captain, but very fortunate for us. Raus mit den Uniformen. Schnell.
My Rouse with you. Oh, you're Germans. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought in those uniforms, I thought you were McHale and his men. You see, I hope nothing I said offended you, but I'll just be auf Wiedersehen along.
Halt! Take one step and you are a dead captain.
Dead cat. Oh, no, don't shoot. I mean, don't. I want to help you, you see. What are enemies for if they can't help each other? Here, you forgot one.
Oh, that's very kind of you. See, we have been separated from our patrol and we must get back to our lines. Do you have a car?
Oh, I have a Jeep right outside. You'll like it. You'll be my guest.
Oh, I'm so glad you're not one of those name, rank, and serial number dummkopfs.
Okay, I'll give you that, too, if you want.
Well, very good, then. We go. Again.
I'll show you where my Jeep is, but please don't take me with you because I'm terrible to travel with. I get car sick and everything.
All right, quiet. We need you to talk for us in case we get stopped. So eine Verrückte.
Ja, eine so große Idiota.
Yes, if you don't take me, I'm not going to snitch because some of my best friends are Germans. I even had the German measles. I loved it.
Silence. You do as I say or you will force me to go bang-bang. Now move.
Sayonara, red button.
Yeah, fan's all right. Hey, maybe it's not getting any suction. Let's see. Get the suction, huh? How are you? Say, my Jeep conked out. I was wondering if, huh? Oh, yeah. I have to go airstrippo. Could I borrow bike-o? No habla Italian, huh? Borrow bike-o? Get that. There you go. Thank you. Gracias. Yeah. Thank you. See you around. Pick it up at the airstrip. Gracias.
Was ist los?
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but,
We are out of gas. You stupid swine, I ought to shoot you.
No, don't shoot me. You ought to shoot my aide. That's Carpenter. I'll point him out to you if I see he's a swine. You don't know what I have to put
Oh,
up.
shut up!
Dummkopf, nicht alle Gasoline.
Ja, große Dummkopf.
Yes, that's what I'm... Well, look, I've got a marvelous idea. You're going to love this. But I'll go and get some gasoline, and you fellas stay here. I'll be right back.
Halt! We will all go for gasoline. Now, where is the nearest town?
This town is Volta Fiore, but you won't like that. It's full of stupid Amerikaner Schweinhunds.
Yeah, we will like that. We will go with you. And you will say that we are new sailors. Replacements. And if you try to warn anyone, you are kaput. Now, we push.
I'll steer.
You push.
Better.
Schieb den Wagen. Alle gehen.
Schnell.
Help! Hey! Look out! Oh, huh? Oh, how are you? Oh, hey, Mac, don't you know how to drive? Don't you know that a sailor on a bicycle has a right of way?
No, that bumbling klutz.
Ja, well, get rid of the bumbling klutz.
Well, I mean, you're talking to an officer. Straighten up, boy. Don't you know how to salute? Well, that's better. Now, what's going on here? Speak up, speak up.
Sir, we is out mit gas, yeah?
Yeah, admit, huh? Oh, now, look, knock it off with the cats and jammer talk. I mean, after all, you haven't been drinking, have you? Huh? Aha! Sauerkraut, just like I thought. Okay, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna put it on my report. Driving under the influence of sauerkraut.
Oh, Parker.
Hi, Captain, how are you? Guess what I found? Your driver's been drinking sauerkraut. Captain Binghamton, well, now look, don't get sore. I can explain why I'm not out in the mission with the rest of the guys.
Boy, that's all right, boy. You're forgiven for that. Now, you shoo. Shoo.
You mean you're not mad, even a teeny-weeny bit? Well, I thought that...
No, I'm not mad. No. Do you see these nice boys here? They're helping me push my Jeep back to town. It's just out of gas. Now, you get on your little bicycle, and you're dismissed, okay?
You sure you feel all right? You're acting a little flaky.
He's always with the... No, I'm fine. Shoo.
Hey, I want to ask you something. Where'd you get these guys, anyway? I mean, they're a little sloppy, aren't they? Look at the guy's coats. I'm gonna get your hands out of your pockets, will you? Come on. There, now, doesn't that look better? Look at that. Look at that.
All right, American the Schwein. We take you prisoner, too.
No, you guys don't understand. You see, we're all in the Navy. Didn't you explain to them that we're all the good guys?
You nitwit, they're Germans.
Well, I can see that, German, there, and with the...
All right, stop talking. We're wasting too much time. Now push. Come on, raus.
Schnell.
And if we meet anyone, not a word out of either of you. Come on, schnell.
Hey, you mean these guys are really Germans and we're really prisoners?
No, this is just a fraternity initiation.
All right, quiet, no talking. And one false move and you and your fat comrade will end up with holes in your heads.
He's not a comrade of mine. I don't like the man. I can hardly stand him, as a matter of fact.
Hey, watch you. You're pushing.
You miserable little creep.
Hey, now stop. Will you stop the fighting? Will you please? Will you stop it there? Come on now, behave.
Stand him. You gotta give me my bullets back. Let me borrow your gun. I'm gonna...
No, what are you doing there, you stupid Americans? You hate each other worse than you hate me. Now push the Jeep. What are you doing? Stop that. I tell you, please don't go on. Put it on the gun. That's not yours. Just put it on everything.
I just can't figure out why Mr. Parker didn't meet us at the rendezvous. I hope nothing happened.
Skip, maybe Pete Morgan's plane really was late.
Oh, you waited 2 hours for him.
Maybe you forgot where we were supposed to meet us.
Oh, no. Let's ask Fooch. Maybe he said... Hey, holy jumping Hannah, look at this.
Wow. Get a load of our place, will you?
Welcome home, boys.
Hooray! It's time to celebrate.
Hey, wait a minute. What gives, Fuge? And besides, have you seen Mr. Parker?
No, I thought he was with you. This is victory party.
Enjoy. Here you are. Enjoy.
Victory party.
Was the war over? War with Red Bottom over. He not bug us anymore.
Well, what happened to Binghamton?
He and German patrol both come snooping around at the same time. They took him prisoner.
You mean the Jerry's took Captain Binghamton prisoner?
Wunderbar!
Hold it. Now, look, I want to get rid of Binghamton just as much as you do, but not this way. All right, now, let's find out what happened. Now, how long ago they take him away?
Mr. Morgan, I know you're disappointed about Commander McHale not being here, but you believe me, Captain Binghamton is a much bigger hero.
Lieutenant, will you stop building up Binghamton? I came here to see McHale. And I don't like the fast shuffle that I... What the devil is that? Looks like your famous war hero ran out of gas.
Oh, Captain! Captain!
It's the carpenter. That's my stupid aide.
Send him for gasoline. And if you both want to live, don't try any tricks.
No tricks.
Would you ask him if fainting is a trick?
Captain, what happened? And why aren't you out on patrol?
Yeah, well, be quiet. Just go and get us some cans of gasoline. We're in a big hurry. Here, go.
But Sir Pete Morgan is here, and I think I've talked him into taking pictures of you, sir. You're as good as on the cover of Globe magazine right now.
Pete Morgan, now?
No pictures. Well, let's get on our way.
Hey, wait a minute, stop that. Did you hear me? I said don't. Captain, who are these men?
The captain is giving us a lift back to our base, and we're late now.
Isn't that right, Captain?
They're going back to the base now. It's a matter of life and death.
Yeah, ours.
Yeah, with it.
Captain, Mr. Morgan has to leave, and don't worry about these sailors. They can hitch a ride on the supply truck. There's one coming by every few minutes. Mr. Morgan, would you please? Mr. Morgan, but sir, sir. Mr. Morgan, sir, here he is, our famous fighting man, Volta Fiore's war hero, Captain Killer Wally Binghamton.
And I'm Ensign Peaceful Parker.
I never harmed anybody.
Excuse me, Captain, but we had better be going.
Will you be quiet? Enlisted men should be seen and not heard. Now go hitch a ride with somebody else. Scat.
Your mouth. These men are my guests. Just shut up.
But, sir, they'll only clutter up your pictures.
Mind your own business.
Well, Killer Wally, the lieutenant here tells me you've seen a lot of action. How many Germans would you say you've killed so far?
Germans? I haven't killed a single German. I wouldn't. Oh, for heaven. Live and let live, I always say.
Yeah, me too. I'm with him. I wouldn't even hurt a German flea.
Captain, we must be going.
For the last time, sailor, will you please be quiet? You too. Now, sir, please, don't be so modest. I've already told Mr. Morgan that they don't call you Kraut Killer Binghamton for nothing, huh?
Kraut Killer? You're a liar. He's lying. I'm not. And he's drunk. Look at him. The man, he's a drunken liar. You shut up. Quit babbling. You go and sober up someplace. Beat it. Go get the gas. Beat it. They never called me Crowd Killer, did they?
No. They called you a lot of other things, but never that. Never heard of it.
Captain, you and your aide better get your story straight. You trying to tell me you never been in battle? You never been shot at by the enemy?
Well, not yet anyway.
I'll see you around. Let's go, boys.
All right, men. Where's the captain? Let's go.
Captain, you know, up to now I had you tagged as a phony hero.
You're right about that. That's what I am. I'm a phony. I'm a real phony. The men even call me Chicken. Is that right, Parker?
Chicken. Oh, yeah, they call him Chicken. In fact, he's so chicken, we throw him corn.
Sorry, boys, I'm not buying. Anyone plays himself down like you do has got to be the real thing. I'm going to shoot me some pictures.
Hey, that's them, all right. Holy jumping Hannah. Look, those Jerry's got Chuck and a photographer, too.
Hey, well, how come they're acting so buddy-buddy, Skip?
Yeah, stopping to have their pictures taken. Skip, are you sure those are Germans?
Yeah, those are the Jerry's, all right. Looks to me like they worked themselves into some kind of a spot they can't get out of.
What are we waiting for?
Let's jump them.
No, hold it. You can't jump them. The very first thing those Jerry's would do is to shoot our people. Here, take a look. You see them? They're keeping them covered with those guns inside their jackets.
Their jackets, our jackets. Skip, we gotta do something.
We are gonna do... We are going to do something. We're going to begin by stashing our weapons.
Stashing our weapons?
You're kidding.
Well, wait a minute, Skip. Those Jerry's have our 45.
Will you guys listen to me? Those Jerry's aren't going to stay there all day. Now, come on, stash those weapons. I'll tell you how we're going to work it. Now, come on.
All right, hold it, everybody. Still? That's it. Good. Now, Captain, I know you must hate publicity, but you owe it to the folks back home. Now, I want to get one more of you pushing the Jeep back from your mission.
Captain, tell him we cannot wait any longer. We must be going.
At ease, sailor. This layout happens to be for Globe magazine. You know, you're getting a break. The folks back home will be able to see you.
Well, yeah, he's right. Globe is the biggest selling magazine back in America. Do you get it in your country?
What do you mean, their country? What country are you fellas from?
Oh, well, I was just kidding. See, these guys are from Brooklyn, and we're always kidding them about being foreigners.
Dodgers.
The booms.
All right, now, so you two fellas switch places. You stand over there, Captain, right next to Mr. Parker. And I want you boys smiling at the captain like you're real proud to be on his team, okay? All right, here we go. Let's see. Come on, fellas, don't look so glum. Give me a great big smile. That's it. Hold it. Okay, now I want to get one more.
And hiya, buddy. And there's old Chucky, baby. Hell, you're drunk.
So you're McHale, huh? Brother, did I get the wrong story?
I know who you are. Old Pity Morgan. And that's your little old camera. Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Get rid of this drunken swine.
All right, you drunken swine, get back to the base. That's an order.
Oh, come on, Captain. We want to take a picture with you guys.
I wouldn't waste my film on you, McHale. You're a disgrace to the Navy.
Oh, what? I'm a disgrace. Did you hear what he called me, Captain? He called me a disgrace.
I heard.
Captain, we're taking the Jeep. Tell them. All right, men, come on, let's go.
All right, wait a minute. You can take our little jeepy-weepy, but first you gotta take a picture. You gotta take a picture. Now, come on, let's take a picture.
All right, but hurry up. We're running a little late.
Oh, yeah, we're running a little late, boys, so gather in now. Everybody get in the picture. Remember now, 1, 2, 3, watch the buddy, and say cheese. All right, hold it right there, buddy.
Hey, what is this?
You heard the man reach.
Now, don't make me shoot you. I don't want to put a hole in my own uniform.
Our ball game, Schweinhund.
Everybody okay?
What's going on?
Senor, I'm drunk. You Americans don't fight fair.
Oh, that's too bad. When you get over to the PW camp, you can tell it all to the chaplain.
Hey, how about that, Captain? Our boys did it.
McHale, I owe you and your men an apology. It was a brilliant plan.
Well, what's so brilliant? I mean, after I had them captured, I was just holding them here for you to take their picture. McHale and his goons are just grandstanding.
Grand what? Oh, come on, Captain. You know that they were holding you hostage.
Yeah, that's right.
You keep out of it. What hostage? You couldn't hold me. I could take you with one hand. I'll give you a good one. You. All right, you winos, you're under arrest.
Captain, come right in, sir. Come right in. You're just in time to help us celebrate our picture being on the front cover of Globe magazine.
I don't care about that. What about Globe magazine?
We made it, Wally. Look. Yeah, see here. Pete Morgan sent us a copy of the picture going to use on the cover.
Well, I'm not in it. All I see are you baboons. What happened to me?
Oh, well, Pete Morgan sent one for you, too, sir. Here, take a look at that.
Oh, that... He print a thing like that, I'll sue him for every nickel he's got.
Oh, well, no, he said he won't put it in the magazine unless we tell him to.
Unless you tell... Well, you wouldn't tell him to, would you?
Oh, well, now, not if you behave yourself, Wally. I mean, you know, treat us nice and just don't bawl us out and just be sweet to us, sir.
Well, I'm always sweet to you boys, aren't I? I mean, I'm going to be one of the sweetest CEOs you've ever seen. Nothing will be too good for... I tell you, I don't need a traffic control officer.
All I know, Bingy boy, is that your town has the worst traffic accident record in this sector.
Well, you got one thing right, Colonel Credit Grabber. This is my town. And if the general insists on a traffic control officer, then I'm going to appoint one of my own men, a Navy man.
All right, Captain Courageous. Have it your way.
It's always more fun your way. Just remember, General Bronson and I will be watching your accident rates with interest.
You did that on purpose, you hot rodder. You come back. He's a menace. Did you see that? Yes, sir. Oh, you menace? You're a menace, that's what you are.
Hi, Captain. Anything wrong, sir?
Hi, there's plenty wrong. That chintzy colonel... Well, what am I telling you for? All I want is for you men to be very careful with your driving.
Yes,
You're
sir.
not careful.
Yes, sir.
The general is upset about the accident record.
Oh?
Hi, guys. What's the meeting all about?
George! Watch out for the push cut!
Just try to have your nincompoop.
Oh, you left out numbskulls.
I'll run your skull for you.
Chuck, are you all right?
Yeah, but it's the last time I do him a favor.
What do you mean you did me a favor?
Well, I got up early this morning. I went down to the motor pool to get in line so I could get an oil change and lube job. This is your Jeep.
You mean this pile of junk is my Jeep? Oh, I'm gonna kill him now. I don't care what they do to me.
No, Captain, no, not with the flowers.
That's it. I'll hold it right there. There we go. Take those flowers out of there. Get everything all straightened. There you are, Captain. Looks just as good as new.
Yeah. At least you ought to look at the bright side, sir. No flat tires. Boy, the Navy sure makes good tires. Look at that.
Well, don't blow your stack, sir. But I mean, after all, we'll fix it up just as good as new. You bet we'll take it over to the motor pool and.
No, you can't take it to the motor pool.
That's what I said, sir. We won't take it over to the motor pool.
Harrigan will find out about it. He'll report the accident to the general, and then I'm going to be in big trouble. You pirates are going to fix this thing yourself.
Us?
But this needs a major overhaul.
And we don't have the tool or the equipment.
Cut. You're going to fix this just as good as new, or Hot Rod Charlie here is going to spend the duration in the brig.
Well, sir, if that's the way you want it, sir, that's the way you'll get it. All right, boys, come on. Let's tow it back to the base. Let's go.
Here, sir. I don't think we'll be needing that.
Oh, get away from me. Just get away from me, you bird brain. Get away from me.
That's telling them, sir.
Oh, what are you standing around gabbing about? You're the new traffic control officer, so start controlling.
Oh, thank you, sir. All right, you men, you heard the captain. I am the new traffic control officer. Now, let's get that hunk of junk out of here. Don't you ever yell at me like that again. I'll tell the captain.
Oh! Skip, this is impossible. We'll never get this thing fixed.
Yeah, the guys are right, Skip. Look, why don't I just turn myself into lead bottom and let him do his darndest? You can tell my mother I died in action.
Oh, ease off, Chuck. We'll get it fixed, all right? You wait and see. Hey, Pooch, how we doing?
Almost finished at this end, Skipper-san.
You can douse your torch, Samurai. It's a waste of time. Skip, the block is cracked. We need a whole new engine.
What?
What are we going to tell old Lead Bottom?
Speak of the devil.
Here he comes.
On a motorcycle.
Oi, hey!
Come on, you better get out of here. Come on. Never mind. Just freeze.
Weapon, be careful! Whoa! Stop, you fool! That's an order!
my goodness, sir.
Hold it. Afternoon, sir. It looks like you had a little bit of a rough ride.
Rough ride?
Yes, sir.
Teddy Roosevelt couldn't have had it any rougher than I. All the things I could tell you about. I couldn't get any decent transportation. I had to get a ride in this thing.
Yeah.
Isn't my Jeep ready yet?
How will you see, sir?
I don't. Wait a minute. Get your hands off of me, that's all. Just... That was a sneak attack. That man deliberately tried to shish kebab me. Which one of the 8 balls is this?
Oh, but sir, that's Tinker. Machinist Bay Bell, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, maybe you better take it down to sick bay.
I don't want to go to sick bay. I feel all right. There's no thanks to this arsonist. Bell is...
Bell, yes, sir.
I want him on report.
On report, yes, sir. Look, you're confined to your tent. Now get in there.
On report.
Yes, on report.
Bell was?
Bell, sir.
All right. Now, what happened to my Jeep? Why isn't it ready?
Oh, well, I'm afraid we got some bad news for you, sir. You see, you've got a cracked engine block. You're going to need a new engine.
Oh, well, that isn't so bad. Just slip on in there. Hook it right up. A new engine?
A new engine, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm afraid we're going to have to get one at the only place from the Army motor pool, sir.
Oh, no. No, you're not going to do that at all. You go over there, Harrigan will hear about it. I don't want him to hear about it. Now, you get me one.
Yes, sir.
You find me one, you build me one, you steal me one. I don't care where you get. I don't want to know where you get it.
Yes.
But just get it
Yes.
and have it in my office by noon tomorrow. You're going to be sorry.
Noon, yes,
You're
sir.
going to be sorry, too.
Yes, sir.
Hey, get out of the way.
Let me help you,
I hope
sir.
you control traffic better than you control...
Oh, sir, I do my best.
Get out of the way. This man is not responsible.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Come on, you man. Out of the way. Watch your foot. Come on. Slow down. Help!
Let's hope he's in.
Come sei fatto? Idioso, vagabondo, sbagliato, assassino!
Buongiorno, signor Balducci.
Oh, buongiorno, McHale. How's things?
Well, as a matter of fact, not so good. We got a little problem.
You got the problem.
Yeah, we were just wondering if you got a good car engine that you could loan us. I mean, we'd be glad to pay.
Car engine. Take a look at that.
Boy, hey, can we have this one?
No.
Oh, but
Sorry, McHale. This engine is for the big race tomorrow.
Yep. What big race?
Yeah.
The Voltafiore Grand Prix. Oh, it's beautiful. Once a year, the air is filled with the aroma of sweet gasoline and burning rubber.
Yeah, but where's your racing car? I don't see any.
That's my problem. Such a beautiful engine. Purrs like a pussycat. And where's my racing car? My stupid old cousin Mario just called. On his way over here, he had to roll off in the back of his truck. He's kablooey. He's all wrecked up. Benito.
Oh, boy, what a mess. You got an engine that needs a car, and we got a car that needs an engine.
Hey, stop. Un momento. Just a minute. Is it a good car?
Well, it's not exactly a car. It's Binghamton's Jeep.
Hey, that solves both our problems. Now Balducci can enter the big race tomorrow. McHale, you got the deal. Bravo!
No. Wait a minute. Hold it. Well, what deal? Look, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking...
See, I think I am. I lend you my engine for your Capitano. He lend me his Jeep for the Grand Prix. That to make everything, how you say, even Stefano.
No, even Steven. Even Steven.
Wait a minute. You know what you're asking? You want a U.S. Navy Jeep in an Italian road race? Look, if Binghamton ever found out, you know what he'd do?
Well, who's going to tell him? You get him out of town in the morning. The race is at noon. When he return, he get his Jeep back good as new.
Yeah. That's tricky, Skip, but it could work. What do you say?
What do I say? Well, what else am I going to say? How do I get myself into these messes?
Bravo! Oh, bravo! Buongiorno, amigos. Buongiorno. As Balducci promised, I worked all night on the Capitano's Jeep. And now I show you, in honor of the Grand Prix, our proud entry from your town and mine, Voltafiore. Ecco, Bing's a bomb. Magnifico, eh? Bing's a bomb. Holy Toledo, what did you do to the captain's Jeep?
Oh, I'm going to turn myself into Binghamton and save you guys a little time.
Don't you worry. This paint and everything come off right after the race. Hey, it's almost time. Now I do my part, you do yours. Get the Capitano out of town.
I'm for that. Fast.
Your plan sure better work, Skip. Yeah, it's going to be so crowded in that brig, the mice are going to be eating standing up.
Oh, if the captain ever should see his Jeep. All right, let's go, Chuck. But remember, you gotta do it exactly the way we rehearsed it. All right, let's go.
Binghamton here. What did you say I was calling? Allied headquarters?
Hello, General Winston Smythe here. Yes, Smythe of the Royal British Forces. I'm on my end. Are you on yours?
Yes, I mean, who did you want to speak to, General?
Will you, Bingy old boy? Yes. Say, a matter of utmost importance has come up. Yes. We'd like you to leave town immediately.
Leave town? But why?
It's in honor of Field Marshal Montgomery.
Field Marshal Montgomery is in town? I didn't know that.
You didn't? Well, of course you didn't know. You wouldn't. Why, it was top secret, yes. Even Monty didn't know, yes. We had him blindfolded all the way. Simply marvelous about it, yes. Well, now, the meeting will be at 0900 in San Luca, so you better get cracking, old boy.
Oh, San Luca? Well, that would take me 3 hours to get there and then 3 hours to get back.
Carpenter, where? No, back again, yes. Must be an American phone. Well, we were wondering if you could bring your aide. Yes, what's the fellow's name? Carbuncle? Carpenter, yes. Field Marshal Montgomery likes all the aides there, yes. So, we'll see you there, won't we? Good. Cheerio, pip-pip, and all that sort of rot. Goodbye. Well, how do you think we did, old bean?
Oh, we'll know in half a mo. Come on, phase 2. Let's go, boys.
Sure, I'm young dunce. Would you watch it with the hands and the whistle and everything? Oh, now come on. We have to leave town.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I thought you were just an ordinary pedestrian. Leave town?
Yeah.
Oh, but sir, I'm the official traffic control officer.
Who cares about that?
I do, sir.
Field Marshal Montgomery wants to see us. Now, we've got to find a replacement for you.
Oh, yes.
There must be someone around here. Oh, Parker, get over here on a double.
Yes, sir. Did you want me, sir?
Now, what are you doing in town? And where's my Jeep?
Jeep. Oh, now, don't you worry, sir. It'll be in tip-top shape by the time you get back.
How did you know I was going anywhere?
Going? Well, you just look like a man who's going somewhere. Yeah, you know how your mouth turns up when you're going away?
Stop with the nonsense. Now, I've got to leave immediately. So I'm going to make you my traffic control officer, and nothing better go wrong while I'm away.
Boy, a new helmet and goggles. Does it have a secret compartment? You have a good time, sir.
Oh, good. How can I have a good time in a thing like this? Imagine a torture rack like this on wheels. All your fault.
Boy, here, let me help you in there, sir.
I can get in
be
by
careful.
myself.
There you go.
Wait a
All right, come on, boys. Let's get this race started. Let's go. Balducci, when are the other entries going to show up?
Well, with the fighting up north, we only got one other entry, the town of Marinello.
Marinello? But they're behind the German lines. How are they going to race?
I don't know, but they figure away. They haven't missed a race in 20 years.
Oh, what a war. What in the blazes is that?
Well, it's a German staff car.
Jerry's.
And driving on the wrong side of Piazza. Boy, I'm going to tell
Wait a
them.
minute, hold it. All right, take cover, everybody. Hey, no, that's boys.
Don't shoot. That's not a German. That's my friend from Marinello. Angelo Carbolini. Angelo. Hey, Angelo.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Hey, wait, hold it. Look, I see it, but I don't believe it. Now, where did you get this German staff car?
I stole from the Germans. Marinello must have an entry in the Grand Prix or it's a disgrace.
All right. You guys get over there. All right, come on, boys. Get the car over there in line. Let's go. Come on.
officer of this town, I want to say that we're going to have a good, clean Grand Prix. Now remember, no zigzagging, no hogging the road, and above all, remember, go! No speeding!
The jumping Hannah. What's keeping them? This is going to be the slowest Grand Prix in history. They've been going for 20 minutes already.
Here they come, Skip.
Here, let me have a flag so I can flag them on through.
All right, folks, now let them through. They're coming through on the first lap. Hey, attaboy, Captain, you're first.
Careful! Careful!
Hi, Captain. Hi. Welcome home, sir. Did you have a nice trip?
What the devil is going on here?
Well, what the devil's going on, sir? A surprise. Yes, a surprise, sir. And it's a celebration in honor of your return, sir. Yes, sir. However, it's because the townspeople missed you so much. Isn't that right, my son?
Missed me. I've only been gone for an hour.
Oh?
Yes, and it would have been a lot longer if we hadn't had a flattened call ahead. Commander McHale, that military governor's meeting was a phony, and I'm going to tell...
I'll handle this. Get out! Get me out of this contraption.
Yes, sir.
Man is so irresponsible.
Hey,
It's back. Wait a minute.
Back there.
How is my Jeep? Is it fixed?
Oh, it's all fixed, sir. Yes, sir. And working like a charm. Yes, sir. Oh, but, sir, don't you think that you and Carpenter should wait in your office? After all, we worked so hard for this little celebration. You won't disappoint us.
That's right, sir. And don't you worry about the traffic. Since I've been in charge, why, there hasn't been one violation.
Yes, sir.
Until now.
Have a sweat. Oh, sir, the dirt on your glasses. Here, let me clean them off. Oh, I dropped them, sir.
McHale, how dare you do that?
Governor, here, give me a hand. Look for them.
Wait a minute. I heard of this speeding vehicle. Why are people booing? Carpenter, what is going on?
I don't know, sir, but I'll take a look. Down here. I'll look at the glass.
Why are they cheering now? Where are the glasses? I order you to give me those glasses.
Here, sir. Here's your glasses, sir. Your glasses. Here they are, sir. Right.
I couldn't find them.
I got them. Oh. There you are, sir. I'm terribly sorry. Now, as for those speeders, Control Officer Parker will jump right into your cycle and take off after them and give them a good stiff warning.
I don't want any warnings.
Warning?
I'm going. Never mind. No, I want them under arrest. I'm going to turn them into the
He'll arrest him, sir. You can catch him.
You'll catch him, all right, because I'm going along to make sure. And don't touch my glasses again. No, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Parker, you move. Be careful. Slow down. Stop. Help. Where you're going. Now go through the alley. We'll hit them off.
Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd like to stop and look for a comfort station.
Comfort station? Get going!
Hold it, will you?
What? Oh, wait a minute. Go down. Help! Help! You dunce! What is the matter now? Get the thing started.
Well, I'm trying, sir. Well, maybe if you'd get out and give us a little push.
Give it a little push. I could give you a little push. House Germans! There's Germans in this area. We're being attacked.
Oh, we better get out of here. Come on.
No, it's too late for that. We better surrender. Surrender. Put your hands up. We surrender. No shooting, see? No can be given the up and see.
Mr. Parker, please get out of the way.
They know you, Chucky. Oh, thank goodness. Tell them I like Germans, too.
I'm not German. I'm an Italiano. Now, please, move that sickle so I can finish the race.
An Italiano? Oh, I'm so good for a minute there. I thought... But what race?
Porca miseria. Get out of the way. I'm gonna tell McHale about this. He's a runner crook of the Grand Prix.
McHale and the Grand Prix? So that's what this is all about. McHale is running a crooked race in my town. Well, the general hears about this. What was that for? That's the strangest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Did you see that? Well, never mind. Let's get out of here. Only this time I'm going to drive. You get in the sidecar.
Don't get it all dirty, sir. Here, I'll show you how to start it.
I know how to start it. Get in the sidecar.
Turn up your gas.
Never mind the gas. Get in there. Take that thing off. That's got braid on it. You're not entitled to that. And you never will be.
Brother, I'd sure like to know what's going on out there.
Well, if Binghamton catches up to them, we're dead.
Wow, when he finds out about that Grand Prix, oh boy.
Yeah, that's nothing. Wait till he sees his Bing's bomb. Then you'll really hear an explosion.
Well, at least there's one happy thought. Things can't get any worse.
Someone's coming.
Wonder who it'll be. General Bronson.
Holy Toledo. Who's the wise guy said it couldn't get any worse, huh? Hi, General Bronson. Colonel Harrigan.
Hi, McHale. What in thunderation's going on here? You've got traffic completely blocked.
McHale, what is this all about?
Oh, watch it, General, watch it.
What the devil's that? Bing's bomb. All right, McHale, start talking.
McHale, what is this? Possible you're running a race here?
You see, sir,
McHale, am I eye shot, or is that a German staff car?
well, sir, if you let me explain, sir, you see...
McHale, this is disgraceful. Where's Binghamton? I demand to see Binghamton.
What'd you say? Oh, there he comes, sir.
Oh, Biggie boy, are you in for it? The general wants a word with you. That is, if you're through grazing. Let's go, Seabiscuit.
General, sir, I'd like a chance to explain how all this started.
McHale, where in blazes you get this German staff car?
Well, you see, sir,
General. Oh, General, am I glad you're here. You won't believe what he's trying
At
to
ease,
pull.
Binghamton. This is one of those new souped-up M3s the Jerry's have just put in the field. We've been dying to get our hands on one of these to see what it can do. You have?
I mean, of course. Yes, we know you have. Well, that's what this is all about, sir.
Oh, General, don't listen to him.
Will you be quiet, Binghamton? Go on, McHale.
Well, yes, sir. Well, you see, sir, Senor Carbolini here, he stole it, captured it and brought it in this morning. And that's what this race is all about, sir. Yes, it's a time trial tested against Captain Binghamton's Jeep.
That's my Jeep? Bing's bomb?
Well, yes, sir. You see, we fixed it up a little bit to entertain the crowd. It's good Italian-American relations, you know.
Well, I'll accept that. I'll accept anything to be the first in this sector to bring one of these babies in.
General, what about your rules on traffic safety?
That's right, sir. They were racing through the streets. Absolutely disgraceful.
Easy, boys, easy. You know, I'm an old racing man myself. Stock cars, McHale.
Oh.
What do you think this German go-kart will do?
Oh, well, now, let's...
And how about introducing me to our Italian racing friends?
Oh, well, right this way, General.
Hey, run away, boys! Look out!
There we go, sir. There she is, just as good as new. Yes, sir, you'd never known she was in a Grand Prix.
Wait, Balls, you lucked out again.
Oh, now cheer up, Captain. After all, you may have lost a court-martial, but you gained a souped-up Jeep.
And you just wait till you see the engine in this baby. Yes, sir, boy, this is a high-powered engine.
Now, you cut that out. I don't want to see it.
Carpenter,
sir.
Let's go. I just got a call from the general. He's in a flap about his new non-fraternization orders.
Yes. Well, where are we going, sir?
Well, we're going to go and catch a violator. He wants somebody to make an example out of them. Let's go. Let's go. Get the door. Get the door. Get out of my way.
Sir, you told me to get the door.
Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check that little bistro right off the piazza where all those pretty Italian girls hang out. We're bound to grab one GI there. What are all those dogs doing in my Jeep?
I don't know, sir. I mean, nothing, I hope, sir.
Stop with the hoping already and get them out of there. Move,
Yes, sir.
move.
Come on, Poochies, now. Out of the captain's Jeep now. Come on, now. Be good, Poochies. Please.
Oh, that's not the way. Be firm. Put some authority behind it.
Firm, yes, sir. All right, you dogs. Now, this is an order. Get out of there. Shoo! Shoo! Maybe they only understand Italian.
Oh, get out of the way. I'll handle this. Now, hear this. This is your military governor speaking. I want you out of my Jeep. Andiamo. Auto. Auto. See that? He attacked me.
Yeah, but
Vicious killer, that thing. Get the MPs out here, the riot squad.
Yes, sir.
Vicious.
Ah, Senor Capitano, I see you are collecting dogs. I can find the lots for you if you want.
I don't want. I want you to get this wolf pack out of my Jeep. That's what I want, especially that one. He's the ringleader. Vicious mongrel.
Andate. Via coming. Via coming.
Get the MPs out of here. Oh, did you see that? He went right for my throat.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. He just went for your pants.
Shut up. I know what he wanted. He was too short to get up by you.
Oh, you're
shoot me to pieces. Went right through the bone there.
Capitano, you should not have been so harsh. Dogs can smell when you don't like them.
Oh, they can. They'll see they like the smell of this. I'm going to declare war. From now on, every dog in this town has got to have a license and he's got to be on a leash.
Leash and a license? The people is not gonna like this. Besides, we have no dog catch.
Well, then you appoint a dog catch. He can issue the licenses, he can sell the leashes, and he can collect the fees.
Collected the fees? That's my job. I just remembered. I'm gonna open an office right now.
Well, make sure you also open up a set of books, you bandit, because I'm gonna be checking on you, and every penny is gonna go to Navy relief. I'm not gonna take any guff from you or a lot of mangy dogs.
Well, there he goes again.
That's 6 days in a row now.
And he still won't talk.
I wonder what the attraction in town is. It must really be something. He even gave up his favorite hobby, bird watching.
Well, that's a break. At least we won't have to go out in the woods looking for him anymore. I tell you, fellas, this thing's got me stymied.
Hey, Skip, do you think it's possible that Mr. Parker has a girl?
Have you flipped?
Mr. Parker? Not a chance.
He probably found an off-limits public library somewhere.
Well, whatever it is, I hope it's not a girl. Because, boy, that Binghamton is on that no-fraternization kick. Goodbye, handshake. So I was telling him down there.
So long, guys.
Oh, so long, Chuck. We hope you enjoy your date.
Date? I don't have a date. I'm going for a walk.
This is your sixth walk this week.
But who's counting? Oh, come on, knock it off, Chuck. You can level with us. After all, have you got yourself a girl or not?
A girl? Oh, you guys are worse than my mother.
What's wrong with him, Skip? He's never snapped at us like that before.
Well, that proves it. He must have a girl.
Well, I'm gonna follow him and see.
You will not. That man happens to be an officer and a gentleman in the United States Navy, and he has every right. To be given a head start, and then we'll follow. Come on, come on.
Did you see that? Why, our shy little ensign must have some hidden talents.
Did we really see that, or was it a mirage? Oh, we saw it all right. And if old Leadbottom sees it, we're going to be minus one shy little ensign. Hey, watch.
There we go. All right. Come on.
Holy jumping Hannah, she's got him walking her dog already. This is worse than I thought it was going to be.
So right, Skip. How cozy can they get?
We'll paint in the kitchen next.
Yeah, boy, what a bad time for Mr. Parker to start swinging. Hey, watch it.
Two-time and dang.
She's playing Mr. Parker for a sucker.
Of all the crummy tricks.
Oh, boy, you're so right, fellas. Well, this is something we got to break up.
Let's go get that guy, Skip.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. No. No rough stuff. No. We got to break the bad news to Mr. Parker, but gently, huh? Yeah. This is really going to shake him up. Come on, let's go find that poor guy.
Colonel Harrigan, I keep telling you, I've got an all-out crackdown going on around here, and I expect results any minute.
Sir, I brought your lunch.
Shut up. Not you, Colonel. No, I'm just talking to this boob here. He came in with the...
Binghamton, what's going on over there? Have you gone flaky?
Flaky? Well, no. Carpenter came in with his hands full of leads. Had a whole handful of leads, and we're going to get right on them right now.
Good, because I'm coming over there. And if you haven't got a couple of bona fide illegal fraternizers in the guardhouse by the time I get there, I'm going to be getting you a new set of clothes.
A new set of clothes? Why would you give me new clothes? There's nothing the
Sir,
matter
your
with
jacket.
My clothes.
I should...
Because I'm a kind, considerate person. And it would be cruel to send a man to a weather station in Alaska in his khakis.
Weather station in Alaska.
In Alaska,
that
sir?
Man is after me, and he's not going to quit until he gets me behind a dog sled.
Oh, sir, why don't you change your jacket, put on a fresh one?
Wait for me. Why should I change my jacket? I haven't even put it on yet.
Yeah, but, sir, you
change it.
If you would just listen to...
All right, I'll tell you something. I know what's going on here. The general has passed the buck to Harrigan. That's what's going on. Now, Harrigan has passed the buck to me. He wants fraternizers. I'll get him some... I'll get him a guardhouse full of fraternizers. McHale and his lover boys.
Sir, as usual, you are absolutely right. If there's any hanky-panky going on, we know that Commander McHale and his men will be right in the middle of it, sir. You are ingenious. Sir, by the way, before we go, why don't we change our jackets? I'll go get a fresh one. But you'll feel better, sir. This is
you don't quit with the jacket, Elroy. You're going to be in a dog sled. As the head dog.
But, sir, if you...
Please, it's not my fault. As your assistant de mayor, I would never do such a cruel, heartless thing. It's all of that mean Captain Binghamton's idea. That's a 700 lira, please. It's the people, sir. They know like you mean, cruel, heartless order.
Well, that's too bad. You see this carried out anyway. Get these dogs away from me. Just get them away from me.
Sir, shouldn't we be going? I mean, Commander McHale fraternizes Alaska.
Yeah, sure, mate. I'll be back and look at your books later. Now, get away from me. Come on.
Bring it here, girl. Come on, girl. Come on.
That's a good girl. Hey, you're really learning. Hey, say, you're getting a little bit fatter than last time I saw you. Must be that rich Italian food, huh? Talked to Miss Lombardo about that. Boy, you know, she's really pretty nice for letting me play with you. You know that? Take you for a walk now and again, huh? All right, here we go. Go on. That's a girl, Angelina. Oh, hold it there, fella. Yeah, you got the little girl's ball. Hey, Angelina! Hey, wait a minute! You run away and Miss Lombardo won't let me play with you anymore. Angelina! Angelina!
What a stupido! You can't avoid it, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Accidento, see? Accidento.
Hey, did you see him, King?
Well, how about it? Anybody see him?
Not a sign of it.
Oh, for crying out loud. Well, we gotta find him before Leadbottom does. It'll be curtains for the guy.
Hey, here he comes.
Angelina! Like he's gone berserk.
Oh, no, he must have found out about the other guy. Chuck! Chuck, are you all right? What happened?
Yeah, it's Angelina. I lost Angelina.
Well, maybe it's for the best, Mr. Parker.
Don't worry, there are plenty others around.
Are you kidding? Not like Angelina. I was teaching her English and everything. Everywhere we're sitting there laughing and playing, and the next thing I know, she's gone.
Story. Yeah, but look, Chuck, you've got to forget her. Why, she's strictly trouble.
Forget her? How can I forget her? Her curly hair and her brown eyes and her warm little nose. Boy.
Oh, Chuck, don't torture yourself, boy. Let her go. Come on back to the base with us.
Chuck? Huh? Oh, no, I gotta find her. I get Chuck!
Boy, he got it bad. I know. Poor kid. A jolt like that could send him back to his teddy bear.
Oh, you're right. And there's no telling what he'll do in the mood he's in. Come on, boys, let's go after him.
Hold it, right we are. Hold it, you
no, Captain, not now.
Yes, right now. You're under arrest.
Under arrest? What for?
Oh, don't you be coy with me. You know what for fraternizing.
Us, sir?
Yes, you, sir. I know all about you and your women and your wild parties.
Captain, they're coming.
How the devil do they keep finding us?
I don't
What
know.
do they want from us? McHale, are those dogs working for you?
I don't know what you're talking about,
Sir,
sir.
please.
Cover my rear.
Oh, yes, sir.
Are they still behind us?
No, sir. I think we've lost them. Sir, as long as we've stopped, couldn't we just rest for a few minutes?
Good idea.
Oh, yes.
Why are those dogs chasing me? What do they want from me?
I'm sure I can't imagine, sir, but as long as we're resting, why don't I dust off your jacket, freshen it up for you? You just take it off.
Stop with the jacket again. What's the matter with you? You've got a fixation with the jacket.
Here, Angelina. Here, girl. Come on. Here, girl.
Look at this. Parker, what are you doing down there?
Good afternoon, Captain. Well, you see, I'm looking for Angelina. I lost her. Angelina! Here, Angelina. Come on, girl.
Carpenter, make a note of this. At 1400 hours, we found Ensign Parker drunk, crawling in an alley, looking for women.
Sir, I think he found one. Oh, look at that, sir. Look, turn around.
Wait a minute. You guys don't understand.
Oh, we understand, all right. Grab him, Carpenter.
Yes,
He's
sir.
our example for the general.
You fraternizer. You are under arrest.
Well, you can't arrest me. I gotta find Angelina. Angelina!
Oh, sir, listen. The dogs, they found us again. Oh.
They can't do this. This is a plot or something. It's you and McHale and Baroni. You're trying to have me torn to shreds.
Sir, your jacket. Maybe if you took it off, you could run faster. Sir,
Get your hands off. Now remember, you're under arrest. You stand
Sir, the dogs, here they come. Let's go, sir. Please.
Hey, fellas, any of you seen Angelina? She's got it. Yeah, maybe you have. She's a little dog, white, got brown. You haven't seen her either. Boy, she's gonna be fab.
Oh, where is that guy?
Hey, hold it, Mr. Parker. Hold it. Take it easy. Come on.
Chuck, thank goodness we found you. Binghamton's on the warpath.
Boy, you don't need to tell me. I ran into her and he put me under arrest.
He did?
Yeah, but he's not gonna stop me from looking for Angelina. And neither are you guys.
Oh, brother, you really got it bad.
Chuck, will you listen to me? Look, she's not worth it. She's just a lot of trouble.
Trouble? What are you talking about? She's no trouble. As a matter of fact, I was going to give her a bath tonight.
A bath?
Oh, how do you like that? All this time we've been living with a tiger.
Have you ever given her a bath before?
Well, sure. She loves to have me scrub her tummy.
What?
Yeah. Now, look, you guys, we're wasting time. How about letting go of me and I'm going to go find her?
Yo, wait a minute. Hold it, boys. Hold it. Look, Chuck, if Binghamton ever catches you with Angelina, you're landing a brig for sure, and she's not worth it.
She's nothing but a two-time.
Yeah.
When Binghamton is off this no fraternizing kick, we'll find you a different girl.
Look, girl? What are you talking about?
Angelina.
Angelina? You guys got it all wrong. Angelina's no girl. She's a dog.
dog?
Yeah, and if you guys don't stop me from looking for her, along with Binghamton, I'll never find her. I come...
But wait a minute. Hold it. Just a minute. Look, I don't get it. Who was that senorita that we saw you taking flowers to then?
Miss Lombardo. Yeah. Well, you see, she owns Angelina, and whenever I get homesick, she lets me play with her. Because she looks like a little dog you used to have back home. So I did... Oh, wait a minute. You guys didn't think that Miss Lombardo and I were in the... Oh, boy, are you kidding? She's engaged. And besides, she's a girl. What fun can I have playing with a girl?
That's our Ensign.
Everything's back to normal.
Hey, look, we're wasting time. You gonna help me hunt for Angelina or not?
Yes, gladly, boy, gladly. All right, boys, spread out. Look for Angelina.
Get down. Oh, wait a minute, sir. Sir, it's loose.
What's loose?
Maybe I can...
Oh, that is loose?
Oh, I did, sir. Come on.
Wait a minute. Me first.
I'm sorry, sir. I forgot myself. You first, sir. Always. Oh, wait. Hey, sir.
Those dogs keep zeroing in on us. You'd think they have radars.
Sir, maybe they recognize our uniforms if we were to take off our jackets.
No, begin with that. Every time we stop you, well, you should work in a Turkish bath or something.
I'm sorry,
You're
sir.
pulling people's strings off of them.
Sir, here come the dogs again. Let's run. Sir, hurry. Hurry. They're coming. But, sir,
Maybe you're right about the uniforms. Maybe. Here, what is this? Here. Grab a dress. Grab a dress.
A dress? Oh, but, sir, no, we
Just
couldn't put
shut your mouth and put the dress on.
Yes, sir.
Get in there.
Oh, sir, if my mother ever saw me.
Your whole life. Better
Sir.
anything like this. You got it on?
Yes, sir. Very good. Oh, sir, why don't you take the blue? That's your color, and give me the other one. Oh, yes. Oh, with your eyes, sir?
I always thought the warm tones were better. The pinks.
No, I think...
What's the matter? There you go. This isn't the Easter parade.
Put it on, sir. I'm almost ready.
Look glamorous. Tell me, Sophia, how's your cousin Rosa?
Oh, Rosa, she's just a fine, sir.
Sit down to call him a sir. He's stupid. He's such a... That's so nice.
Sir, we made it.
Oh, what a nightmare. Thank heavens the MPs didn't see us. Let's get into something comfortable. Anybody seen us dressed like this, we'd be laughed out of the Navy.
Hi, girls.
Hi. Colonel Harrigan.
Have a nice day at the bargain sales? Oh, knock it off, Carpenter. You know better than salute and address.
Oh, sorry. I can explain about the dresses, Colonel.
Sure, you made them yourself.
Oh, no, sir. It's just a little something we threw together.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, now, girls, don't argue.
The reason we are wearing these dresses is that we were in pursuit of a fraternizer.
Oh, what are you going to do? Tempt him out of his mind? All right, Matter Harry, tell me all about it.
Well, we caught one. We got almost red-handed. It's that lecherous Ensign Parker.
Parker? That dilly? Lecherous?
Angelina! There he is, you'll see.
Angelina! Hey, that was her, Skip. That's Angelina.
Let's go.
Angelina!
That Ensign Parker's gone berserk. He's chasing girls all over the place. They're probably going to have another one of their wild orgies in the mayor's office.
All we want to know is, where is that dog? Which dog is this?
What do you mean, which dog? The dog a guy just brought in here. Now, look, if you're hiding that dog somewhere and gonna hurt, boy,
Please, calm yourself. The man that bring that dog to me is my deputy dog catch. He picks up all of the strays he can find.
Stray? Oh, wait a minute. Angelina's no stray. What?
Hey, that's her bark. I'd recognize it anywhere. Angelina! Boy, if you're hurting her, I'm...
1 minute. The regulations say dog without a license is a stray. 500 lira, please.
Baroni, come over here. Now, look, you. I've always known that you're some kind of a bandit, but I never thought that you'd stoop to dog napping.
Dog napping?
Yeah.
That's no me. I just carry out the Captain Binghamton's order. 500 lira, please.
Oh, Angelina. Oh, boy. Oh, you guys wouldn't... Oh.
Chuck, he's out like a light.
What's going on?
Get some water, quick.
I have no water, just the wine.
So bring the wine. From Mr. Parker. That's a 50 lira.
Put it on the books.
Take a slug, Mr. Parker. Come on.
All right, up. Oh, there. All right, hold it right where you are. You're under arrest. Oh, under arrest?
Angelina.
Get a load of that, Colonel. The place just reeks of liquor, and there's Parker lying on the floor in a heap, drunk, calling for his girl. Oh, this is a regular bacchanal.
Bacchanal? Now, wait a minute, sir.
Knock it off, you men.
Chuck. Chuck. Oh, hi, Colonel. Hi, Captain. Chuck, congratulations. You've just become a father.
Oh, father.
Father?
A father?
McHale, what's going on there? You better start explaining.
There's nothing to explain, Colonel. Oh, what an example this lecherous lout is going to be for the general. This is fraternization in spades. Imagine getting married without his commanding officer's permission.
But, Captain, she's only a dog.
Well, of course she is. Who else would have that thing?
Wow. The little mother had 5 of them. 5.
Oh, boy, I gotta go to her. 5. Magnifico. Business is a pickup. 5 at the 500.
Stop. I don't know what everybody is running around here about, Colonel, but let me tell you this Angelina, I don't care how many she had, she's a very loose woman, you know. She's the one he's been chasing all over town. We really got you nailed this time.
Captain, the only thing you've nailed us with are 5 tiny little puppies. You see, Angelina actually is a dog. A real dog.
You know, Captain. Woof, woof. Well, this isn't the cokiest clam bake I ever saw. I gotta see that.
Colonel, you're not gonna swallow that cockamamie. Get the MPs on the phone, Elroy.
Yes,
Get
sir.
them on the phone.
Hold it, Carpenter!
He told me to...
Never mind that. Wally, you've done it again. Take a look for your own self.
What is there to see? You saw it right here. All the drinking and the wild party and the 5 puppies.
I tried to tell you, Captain.
Now, come on, Binghamton. Let's go back to your office. You have got a lot of explaining to do before you take off for Alaska.
Alaska?
Alaska? Oh, Captain, we're going to miss you, sir.
Captain, why must you be so sloppy? You got gravy stains on your jacket.
Oh, my lunch.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I meant to tell you, but with everything...
No wonder those dogs were chasing you. Put the lunch... Oh, you're gonna get it.
I didn't... All right, now,
sir.
cut that out!
Sir,
come on, man.
Come on, let's see how the little mother's doing. Oh, no!
How about that, Colonel? Isn't he cute? Miss Lombardo gave him to me for a mascot.
Kitty coo there, you cute little devil. Binghamton, I think you owe these men an apology.
Apology? Well, yeah, anything, Colonel, to keep from going to Alaska. Okay, Al? Sorry.
Well, don't worry about a thing, Captain. Everything's off the books. Yes, sir.
And just to show you that there's no hard feelings, I'm gonna let you be the godfather.
You the godfather of a litter of puppies?
What did you say, Binghamton?
I said it'd be quite an honor, it'd be a good thing for me.
Good. Now you can pay the fees. License, leashes, and muzzles. That's 4,000 lira, please.
4,000 lira, you crook, you thick.
We are feeding our men directly into enemy fire. He nearly dropped all 3 phones, his hands shaking. No. Hello? Is anyone listening? Is there a single rational mind still functioning on this entire island? Well, tell the coconut busters to keep their heads down during meal times and perhaps wear extra thick helmets. I'll watch the problems here myself. I'll oversee the intricate, deadly dance of eating and projectile trajectory. Finn, simultaneously attempting to juggle another phone, spoke into it. McGinty here? Yes. This is Commander McGinty, newly minted acting base commander of this illustrious, if slightly dilapidated, installation. What? On the radar, you say? A blip? A mysterious, pulsating blip? Well, track it, man. Track it with all the skill you possess, with every last ounce of your training, and give me a positive identification. Is it NIP? Is it Allied? Is it a particularly large seagull with an unusual radar signature? Give me specifics. Man, I need actionable intelligence, not vague pronouncements. At that moment, Doodle Higgins, McGinty's eternally cheerful and somewhat rotund torpedo man, wandered into the office like a lost, happy puppy, carrying a half-eaten coconut and a wide, innocent grin, completely oblivious to the rapidly deteriorating state of executive sanity around him. Hi, Skipper. I just want to congratulate you on your new job. You look very commando. Sir, very in command. Very serious. Finn, struggling with a phone receiver jammed precariously between his ear and shoulder, snapped. And will you keep it down, Doodle? Your exuberant joviality is quite distracting. You know, it interferes with strategic thought. Can't you see we're trying to conduct important business here? Matters of life. Death, garter belts, and plumbing permits. Yes, Lieutenant. Affirmative. Yeah. Your garter belts are on the way. Top quality lace. I assure you, a truly morale-boosting acquisition. What's next on this ever-growing list of urgent demands? Doodle, completely unfazed by Finn's irritation, his cheerful demeanor uncrushable, plowed on, speaking loudly. Skipper, the boys, those paragons of initiative, we're not willing to ask your permission to throw a little shindig tonight, a celebration of base. Morale, a demonstration of our unconquerable spirit. We were thinking it could be for charity, or just for the sheer heck of it, sir, to blow off some steam. Great. That's what we need around here, is a little action. Finn boomed into the phone, his face lighting up with genuine enthusiasm. A rare moment of pure delight amidst the administrative nightmare. Action, morale, positive engagement, a vigorous display of military esprit de corps. Tell them to go for it. I knew you'd say that, Skip. Doodle beamed, his eyes wide with boundless, unshakable optimism. And we can rake in a pile of dough for the orphans of, wherever, because, you nincompoop. Plimpton shrieked, his already fragile nerves fraying under the strain, reaching his breaking point, his eyes darting wildly, almost independently. Can't you see we're busy? We are on the verge of administrative collapse, the fate of the entire. Base hangs by a thread. Shove off, shove off. Will you, boy? Clear the room before you incur the wrath of the entire high command. Not to mention a seriously disgruntled admiral jawbreaker. Yeah, you're the skipper. McGinty, but I'm the executive officer. Get out, 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 out. Plimpton pointed a trembling finger at Doodle. Then at the door. Then an imaginary spot somewhere far, far away. Perhaps another, less chaotic, dimension. And we got your okay, Skip? Doodle asked, already halfway out the door, his cheerful voice echoing back, fading slightly as he retreated. Finn, still beaming, yelled, As far as I'm concerned, you tell those boys. Full speed ahead. A full-on celebration of military might and convivial spirit. A party of unparalleled joyous abandon. That's an order, Doodle. Make it epic. Make it legendary. Thank a million. Skip. To the moon. Doodle chirped, before vanishing as quickly as he appeared. leaving behind only the lingering scent of coconut and a faint echo of his boundless optimism. Finn sighed, rubbing his temples with a theatrical gesture of exhaustion, feeling the full weight of the absurdity settle upon him. Keep me close, then, Plimpton, for my sanity is rapidly approaching its breaking point. I may soon be conversing with the imaginary frangipani flies, Pip, or perhaps debating with a disgruntled pineapple. Plimpton, buried under a towering pile of requisitions, his face now a mask of profound despair, replied mournfully, his voice flat, "Oh, I sure will. Skipper, I sure will. You'll be lucky if I can find myself in this administrative avalanche. Let alone you, Commander." The chaos only escalated, a cacophony of ringing phones, shouting voices, and the distant, alarming sound of what might have been a small, unscheduled explosion near the Coconut Busters' new, ill-fated mess hall. "Okay, Chippy, we gotta scramble. Boy, PT-46 is hot on the tail of a nip sub. They're chasing it like a hungry dog after a particularly meaty bone, a relentless pursuit." Finn yelled into another phone, then grabbed a pair of salt-encrusted binoculars, peering out the window with intense focus, trying to find some semblance of actual military action amidst the general confusion. "Hey, incidentally, what a group of one, what's the identification on that submarine? Is it a new class? A stealth model? A particularly large fish with a sophisticated sonar array? Give me specifics. Man, I need actionable intelligence, not vague pronouncements." "Oh, I don't know, Skipper." Chippy's muffled voice came back over the receiver, sounding harried, stretched to breaking point. "I was busy with a supply list, sir. My desk is inundated with forms. A veritable paper storm. They just reported sub. A very submarine-wise sub. Sir, it emitted bubbles. That's all the detail I have, sir. The most salient feature, I believe, was its bubbling." Finn threw his hands up in despair, dropping the binoculars with a clang that made Plimpton jump. Hello. Is anybody out there capable of precise identification? Is there a single rational? Being on the other end of this line. Hello. Yeah, hello. He slapped the receiver back onto its cradle with a resounding thwack, finally giving up. This is a madhouse, Pip. A glorious, beautiful, utterly insane madhouse. But it's our madhouse, and we shall command it, even if it drives us utterly insane in the process and forces us to speak in tongues. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the newly appointed temporary high command in the tumultuous office, the other members of Finn McGinney's crew were already well underway with doodles, shindig plans, interpreting Finn's full speed ahead order with characteristic literalness and boundless enthusiasm. Gizmo Jenkins, the crew's mechanical genius, who believed that anything with moving parts could be improved, often with explosive results, and Specs Miller, the scholarly one, who found the logistical challenges of organizing a party to be a fascinating sociological experiment, were hastily arranging a display near the beach, their creativity unleashed. "Let's go, Gizmo. Faster. Press up the storefront. We're in business." Man, a veritable bazaar of military revelry and illicit refreshments, Specs urged, struggling with a brightly colored sarong draped across a makeshift stall made of salvage crates and palm fronds. The sarong, usually intended for much smaller individuals, stretched taut, threatening to tear and reveal more than naval regulations allowed, a dangerous breach of decorum. "You mean that skipper said it's okay, Specs?" Gizmo asked, wiping sweat from his brow with a greasy rag, momentarily pausing his frantic hammering. He actually gave permission for a proper fiesta? I thought his mood was rather volatile after his encounter with the Commodore. I thought we were all facing demotion for our mere existence, let alone throwing a party. "You bet," his exact words were, and I quote from a highly reliable, if slightly unhinged, source. "Tell the boys my orders are all a head full. Is that a base commander Or is that a base commander? Gizmo. Specs puffed out his chest, attempting to channel some of Finn's roguish charm, a feat he rarely achieved, but always strove for. Well, let's not just stand around, men. Idle hands are the devil's workshop, and we're on a tight schedule to complete this work of art. Rocky Ridgeback commanded, organizing a line of eager sailors who were already clamoring for a look at the festive setup. You got it. Come on. Careful with the booze. Doodle, don't spill any of that precious jungle juice. That stuff's more volatile than nitroglycerin. On a hot day. Good. Keep it flowing. Come. You're all looking at me with eager anticipation. Come on. Whoa. Steady there before you knock over the decorations, which would be a severe blow to morale. Doodle, meanwhile, was carefully balancing a precarious tray of particularly potent homemade cocktails, wobbling precariously, the liquid within a murky concoction of fermented fruit and unidentifiable spirits, sloshed dangerously, threatening to spill its intoxicating contents onto the sandy ground. Well, let's go. Take those crumbs. Nobody wants warm jungle juice, especially not at a 5-star shindig of this magnitude. Rocky then grabbed a megaphone, its metallic surface glinting in the tropical sun. Yeah, me and my lawnmower. Let's go. Hang those garlands. Get them strung up. All right, men. Get your money ready. Line up. The most fantastic wingding of the year, a celebration of epic proportions, is about to start. Give a little sample. Girls, just a quick peek at the marvels to come. That's enough. That's too much. Don't spoil the grand reveal for the masses. The anticipation is half the fun. Come right this way. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There they go, wiggling their way right into my propaganda. A masterpiece of public relations. Oh, this is going to be spectacular. Boys, a triumph of naval ingenuity and festive spirit. He gestured grandly toward a curtain made of salvaged parachute silk, behind which giggling sounds and the rustle of flimsy fabric could be heard. The scene was set for maximum chaos, designed to offend the most stringent naval officer. Chapter 2. The Admiral's Stern Gaze and a Disastrous Dive. Back in his sick bay, which he had, with considerable effort and no small amount of pilfered hospital equipment, converted into a surprisingly luxurious den of convalescence, complete with makeshift bar crafted from old medical carts and a constantly refilled glass of dubious medicinal concoctions. Commodore Bumble, despite his self-imposed incapacitation, was keeping a close eye on the proceedings through a set of high-powered binoculars aimed squarely at McGinty's newly occupied office. A small, self-satisfied, indeed almost malevolent, smile played on his lips, a testament to his ingenious plotting. His elaborate charade of illness was, in his estimation, a stroke of pure, unadulterated genius, an administrative masterstroke. Sure, he's on his way in. Elroy, Admiral, Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker himself, his magnificent plane, a veritable silver bird of doom, will touch down on our airstrip in a few minutes. Sir, any moment now, the aerial harbinger of disciplinary doom will arrive. The winds of change and condemnation are blowing across Coral Cove Atoll. Good. McGinty, the scoundrel, that impudent sea dog, is as good as dead. His career, indeed his very naval existence, is on the chopping block, ready for the axe. The lost boys of Coral Cove Atoll didn't let me down. Elroy, their rampant insubordination, their glorious disregard for all things sacred and military, is perfectly timed for maximum devastating effect. They are instruments of my delicious, intricate revenge. Private Mort's Myrtle, Bumble's personal aide and general whipping boy, hovered nearby, nervously polishing an already gleaming bedpan, his expression a mixture of profound terror and bewildered obedience. He was trying, with minimal success, to look helpful while simultaneously remaining as inconspicuous as possible, as if he could magically melt into the wallpaper. Well, sir, I suppose they are, well, a little boisterous, sir, their current festivities, which sound remarkably unnaval for a base, might be considered by some sticklers for decorum to be a touch undignified for a naval base during wartime, even for a Saturday afternoon. Sir, I believe I distinctly heard a trombone, sir, and what sounded suspiciously like off-key singing, accompanied by gyrating, sir. Boisterous, Myrtle? Bumble cackled, a dry, rasping sound that crackled like burning leaves and seemed to vibrate the very air. He pulled himself up on an elbow, his eyes alight with malicious glee, his face a triumphant mask. They've turned Coral Cove Atoll into a regular Roman orgy. Man, a veritable bacchanalian feast of inappropriate revelry, complete with half-dressed girls and everything. Myrtle, imagine the scandal. Imagine the headlines. It's beyond magnificent, beyond boisterous. It's precisely what iron-jawed jawbreaker abhors with every fiber of his being, with every rigid sinew of his disciplined mind. He'll have McGinty strung up by his own bootlaces. He'll use his ribbons as tinsel for the next Christmas tree. It's going to be a bloodbath of disciplinary action, a veritable purge. Elroy, a magnificent purge of insubordination and moral decay. Myrtle, whose concept of a Roman orgy was probably based on a faded picture in a well-thumbed history book. The saucier bits usually torn out or censored, looked intrigued, his eyes widening slightly as he imagined the scandalous scene. His imagination, usually limited to the exact dimensions of a freshly polished button, was running wild with visions of forbidden merriment. Oh, sir, may I go take a look? Just for, research purposes, sir? To, better understand the enemy's recreational activities. Of course, Commodore, a deep dive into the sociology of hedonism and its tactical implications, as per your recent directive on understanding subversive entertainments. Bumble spun around in his cot with surprising speed, his fake frailty momentarily forgotten as he glared at Myrtle. He smacked the binoculars down onto his chest with a thud. Control yourself, Lieutenant. What's the matter with you? Man, are you suggesting you have the stomach for such debauchery, such licentiousness, such a shocking display of a human form? Myrtle, Lieutenant Nurse Amelia Wilson should be arriving at McGinty's quarters every minute now. Another nail in McGinty's coffin, Elroy, another perfectly placed, meticulously planned, incontrovertible nail in his coffin of incompetence. And this one, Myrtle, is a truly magnificent, stainless steel nail of poetic justice, delivered by a comely, unsuspecting hand. Myrtle blinked, still utterly baffled by the layers of Bumble's plotting. Lieutenant Nurse Wilson, sir? But what's a nurse going to do to Commander McGinty's career? Sir, administer a sedative of paperwork, perhaps, or give him a sponge bath to wash away his insubordination. Her methods, sir, are usually quite healing, not destructive, to careers. Bumble merely gave a conspiratorial wink, a mischievous glint in his eye that bordered on manic. Oh, you'll see, Elroy. You'll see. Some things, Myrtle, some things are best left to the delightful machinations of strategic planning, and a comely nurse, when properly deployed, can be a most powerful weapon, Myrtle, when wielded with cunning and precision. A veritable Trojan horse of moral uprightness, sent to expose the moral decay of my rival and his lackeys. Meanwhile, back at Finn's new command center, the beach office that Bumble had graciously and strategically bequeathed him, Ensign Plimpton was frantically trying to clear a path through the burgeoning pile of incoming messages. He was sweating profusely, a worried frown permanently etched on his face, resembling a particularly anxious gnome. His uniform, usually pristine, was rumpled and damp, sticking uncomfortably to his skin. Yeah, Chippy, have this sent over to maintenance, will you? And this to logistics. And this to quartermaster. And this, Oh, yeah, all right. All sailor. I mean, nurse. All right. He stammered, his words tripping over each other, as Lieutenant Nurse Amelia Wilson, a strikingly composed and intelligent woman in a crisp, if somewhat wilting uniform, walked into the office. She carried herself with an air of professional efficiency that stood in stark contrast to the rapidly descending chaos around Finn and Plimpton. Her presence seemed to cut through the oppressive heat and disarray. A cool breeze of competence in a storm of confusion. "Pretty nice time to press what you have there, Ensign Plimpton," she remarked, her voice calm, and even observing the disorganized state of the desk and the general air of panic with an almost clinical detachment. She then turned her gaze, cool and assessing, towards Finn, who was struggling with a jammed inkwell, having inadvertently inked his cheek. "Lieutenant Wilson, what are you doing here, Commander McGinty?" she asked Finn, who was momentarily dumbfounded by her presence, having forgotten Bumble's secondary plot entirely. She then added pointedly, "And if I may be so bold, Commander, you're out of uniform, quite conspicuously so. Is this a new combat uniform, or merely a profound personal statement?" Finn, caught completely off guard by her arrival and her perfectly modulated tone, stumbled over his words, blushing furiously, the ink on his cheek making him look like a startle mime. "Out of uniform? What? Oh, well, I mean not by choice, of course. Lieutenant, it's part of the mission. You see, an intricate deception, a cunning ruse to fool well. You wouldn't understand specifics. Lieutenant, they're highly classified, top secret, national security level. Operation Disheveled Decoy. It's beyond your security clearance. I assure you." Lieutenant Wilson simply raised a perfectly arched, skeptical eyebrow, her expression unreadable, betraying no hint of judgment, only an almost scientific curiosity. "Commodore Bumble thinks you've been working too hard, Commander, pushing yourself beyond all reasonable limits, to the point of mental exhaustion, and he sent me over to take you for a swim. He seemed very concerned about your mental well-being. A refreshing dip in the bracing tropical waters should do wonders," he said, "for a troubled mind, perhaps even wash away the ink, Commander." Her tone was as smooth as polished steel, utterly devoid of irony, making it all the more unsettling. Finn's eyes narrowed, a look of dawning comprehension slowly spreading across his face as the layers of Bumble's treachery peeled away, revealing the dastardly depth of the plot. "Commodore Bumble? Concerned about my health? My mental well-being? Ha! That'll be the day. Lieutenant, that day will arrive when monkeys fly out of my ears and angels play trombones in the mess hall while tap-dancing elephants sing opera. There's something fishy going on around here, Lieutenant, very, very fishy, and it smells suspiciously like rotting cod left out in the sun for a week, or perhaps, more accurately, like a freshly brewed plot from Commodore Bumble himself, seasoned with a peculiar blend of paranoia and malicious intent." He suddenly snapped his fingers, a sharp crack in the tense silence. "Here, Plimpton, it's all connecting now. Matt McGinty's beach office. The rendezvous point. Huh. Check. Yeah. Right. Okay. Nice tip. That devious old snake. He's trying to frame me. Lieutenant, frame me good. Set me up for a fall that would send me to the deepest, darkest brig imaginable." Plimpton, who was meticulously scribbling notes from his frantic phone conversations, looked up, bewildered, a pencil jammed behind his ear, his face a pale green. No. Commander, don't tell me. Was the color of the garter belts all wrong? Was it puce instead of periwinkle? I specifically requested periwinkle, as that aligns with optimum morale regulations. Sir, this could be a critical flaw in the supply chain that has repercussions across the entire base, a betrayal of feminine trust. Finn waved him off, a look of grim realization slowly spreading across his face. eclipsing the earlier panic. No, it's nothing like that, Plimpton. It's far, far worse, far more immediate, and far more catastrophic. Admiral Jawbreaker's plane just landed. Plimpton, his metal bird has touched down on our very airstrip. He's on his way over here in a Jeep. A Jeep, Plimpton, the fearsome vehicle of his dreaded inspection. Its tires undoubtedly seeking out every imperfection on the road. This is it, the moment of reckoning, the moment of truth and potential damnation. Oh, well, if that's all it is, then Plimpton started, exhaling a premature sigh of relief, before the full horror of Finn's words finally registered in his addled brain. His relief dissolved into renewed panic. Iron-jawed Jawbreaker is coming here? Today? Oh, no. Oh, no, no. No, you don't suppose there's a sneak inspection here. Commander? That fiend, that meticulous monster. Now I get it. That bumble is all sitting pretty in. That sick bay, playing the invalid, orchestrating his nefarious schemes like a spider in his web. And I'm left out here in a griddle. We're sautéed. We're roasted. We're flambéed. We're utterly, completely, irrevocably doomed. Skipper, and I shall surely end up sorting rubber bands in the brig. Plimpton began to hyperventilate, fumbling for a paper bag, his carefully composed notes scattering to the floor. Lieutenant Wilson, however, remained remarkably calm amidst Plimpton's histrionics, though a flicker of curiosity played in her intelligent eyes, betraying her professional detachment. But, Commander, I don't understand. All the Commodore wanted to do, according to his very earnest request, was to ensure your well-being. He was quite eloquent about it. He stressed the importance of your mental fortitude for the war effort, citing you as a key asset that needed preservation. Yeah, eloquent. My foot. Finn snarled, his easy-going facade dropping like an anchor caught on a seabed mine. He just wanted to set me up to be clobbered by the toughest admiral in the fleet, a sacrificial lamb on the altar of bumble self-preservation. He wanted to watch my career go up in smoke. Well, it ain't happening. Not today, Lieutenant, not on my watch. He turned to Lieutenant Wilson, his eyes burning with a sudden, fierce determination. Girlie, we got work to do. Important work. Urgent work. You better get out of here and get out of that suit. Yes, your uniform. Lieutenant, it's far too official for the chaos that's about to descend. It would draw unwanted attention, a magnet for Jawbreaker scrutiny. Yeah, you better put something else on. Something inconspicuous. Something casual. Perhaps even a bathing suit. You wouldn't want to see her out of here like this. Come on, come on, come on. Plimpton, you too. Get a move on. Get rid of that official paperwork. We'll get this place to look like a tornado just ripped through it. We got work to do. Very destructive. Very messy work. A strategic dismantling of perceived order. We must become the embodiment of chaos. He thrust a tattered, ancient manual of naval protocol at her, not for reading, but for strategic scattering, tearing pages from it. Give me that book. Every piece of documentation must be strategically scattered, Lieutenant, torn, stamped upon. Now, Plimpton, where are those party organizers? Those purveyors of chaos? They are our last, desperate hope, our only line of defense against the Iron Jaw. A few minutes later, the erstwhile party, which had moments before been a modest affair orchestrated by Doodle Higgins, a man whose understanding of subtle festivity was rudimentary at best, was now in full, glorious, catastrophic swing at what was rapidly becoming McGinty's distraction zone. The makeshift beach bar, crafted from salvaged lumber and decorated with wilting hibiscus and palm fronds, was overflowing with tipsy sailors, their voices raised in cacophonous, off-key song. The Jungle Band, consisting of Gizmo Jenkins attempting to coax music from a rusty trombone and Specs Miller, frantically banging on an upturned garbage can with 2 lengths of pipe, was playing a frenetic off-key samba that assaulted the ears and grated on the nerves. Empty bottles of jungle juice, pineapple rinds, and discarded leis littered the sandy ground, creating a veritable minefield of festive debris. And the sarong-clad hula girls, actually several large, hairy sailors in various stages of drag, including a surprisingly agile Rocky Ridgeback and a deeply committed Specs Miller, who had embraced his role with unsettling enthusiasm. His heavy stubble peeking from beneath his coconut bra were gyrating with alarming, hip-swiveling enthusiasm, their coconut bras threatening to defy the laws of gravity and decent taste. The entire scene was a sensory assault of noise, movement, and dubious hygiene, an intentional disaster in the making, designed to appall Admiral Jawbreaker, Doodle Higgins, completely unburdened by irony or any real understanding of the imminent danger. Spotted Finn, his face flushed with the revelry and the sheer joy of a party well executed. "Oh, come on. Skip, I didn't know you liked that Rafferty so well. The guy's throwing a party for him. Way! Diplomatic genius. Our Admiral Jawbreaker, to inspire such spontaneous merriment and cultural fusion." Finn grabbed Doodle by the shoulder, his grip surprisingly firm, a grim determination replacing his earlier joviality. "Where's the blasted party? Doodle, is this what you call an appropriate level of controlled chaos? This is an uncontrolled eruption of utter mayhem. Come on, have a call about your old face. You'll be needing a new one after Jawbreaker gets through with us. Parole your buck. I need you to help me dismantle this festival of folly. I'll tear him, limb from limb, if this isn't tidied up immediately." He gestured frantically towards a chaotic dance floor, where Rocky Ridgeback was now attempting a complicated flamenco step in a sarong, narrowly avoiding a collision with a weaving, intoxicated sailor. "Come on, dance with the hula hotshots. Wiggle your blues away. Do a quick step. Parole your buck. Throw him off. Throw him off the dance floor. Oh, I say, Skipper, are you the first dancer on the house? If so, you're doing a remarkably bad job of it. You're far too subtle. We need more chaos. More blatant disregard for order." Finn marched straight to the stage. A rickety platform assembled from old ammunition crates and dangerously stacked coconuts, where a particularly exuberant Rocky Ridgeback, adorned with a wilting lei and an unconvincing coconut bra that strained against his considerable pectorals, was attempting a shimmy that defied the laws of physics and good taste. His heavy boots pounded rhythmically, shaking the entire stage, causing Gizmo's trombone to emit a particularly mournful, off-key wail. "Pick one out, Rocky. Pick a new profession. Perhaps one that doesn't involve impersonating tropical dancers. I'm going to turn you inside out for this. Utter mockery of naval decorum. What do I do, you madman? Turn off that music. The party's over. You hear me? Over. Like a bad dream. It has reached its ignominious conclusion. Cease and desist. This charade at once, before we all end up in the brig." Rocky, momentarily confused but ever respectful of Finn's authority, especially when Finn looked genuinely furious, which was a rare sight, saluted stiffly, nearly dislodging his precarious coconut bra, which bounced alarmingly. "But, Skip, in the office, just moments ago, you gave me a magic word. You said, 'full speed ahead.' You endorsed rampant jollity. You endorsed a festival of goodwill. You were, dare I say, quite keen for a raucous good time." Finn gritted his teeth, his jaw tight, a muscle throbbing in his temple. "Oh, I did, huh? Well, let me give you another magic word, Rocky, a far more potent incantation. One that will curdle your very blood and make your teeth chatter. Iron-jawed Jawbreaker, and he's on his way here right now to blast this entire atoll into oblivion with a single glare and conduct this utterly terrifying blitz and spectrum inspection. He will peel the paint from these very walls with his disapproval. He will flay us alive with regulations and then use our skin as a roadmap for future disciplinary actions. Yeah, and he's specifically coming to see all the skippers responsible for this den of iniquity. This hub of unbridled licentiousness. Now, come on. Let's move this stuff out of here, and fast, with extreme prejudice. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go. Move it. Move it. Get it out of here. Every last pineapple. Every last discarded coconut shell. Every last plastic garland. Every single piece of incriminating evidence. And for goodness sake, get those sarongs off Specs before he catches jungle fever. Or worse, a severe case of dignity deficiency and a lifelong aversion to tropical fruit. It's an order. Move. Suddenly, Chippy Chuckles burst through the rapidly dispersing crowd, his eyes wide with unadulterated panic, his cap now completely askew, almost hanging off his head. He looked like a startled rabbit caught in headlights, about to suffer an unfortunate vehicular encounter. Hey, Skipper, the Jeep's coming. I see the dust cloud on the horizon, growing larger by the second. Hold me. I fear for my very life. I fear for my career. Jump the torpedoes. It's the Admiral, the Iron Jaw. He is upon us. He is here to deliver swift and terrible judgment upon us all. Finn sprang into action, barking orders with the rapid-fire precision of a machine gun, his mind a whirlwind of frantic, last-ditch solutions. Chippy, get these girls out of here. Quick! All of them. Every single one of them. Regardless of their sartorial state or their current level of inebriation. No exceptions. Doodle, still clinging to his empty coconut, looked around in utter confusion, his eyes darting from side to side like a frantic squirrel. But where? Skipper? Where do we put them? There's nowhere to hide a dozen fully grown men in skirts on a deserted beach. Skipper, the island simply isn't large enough for such a profound level of concealment. The foliage is not dense enough for such a profound level of sartorial deception. Finn scanned the immediate vicinity, his eyes darting frantically, his mind racing for a solution. A place, any place, to hide his very visible embarrassment. His gaze finally settled upon the reinforced concrete structure of the base's air raid shelter, usually used for storing emergency rations, important documents, and the occasional stray, disobedient chicken. Anywhere, just get them out of sight. Now, here, put them in the air raid shelter. It's solid, concrete. It'll withstand scrutiny, if not an actual air raid. I'll steer the Admiral clear. Go on. Boy, move with the speed of a startled gazelle. A very, very large and heavily adorned gazelle. All right, now, girls, you and the skipper, let's move out of here and shake a leg. Or, whatever you shake. Get him. Disappear. Be gone, spirits of festivity. All right. Come on. All set. All starched. Just kidding. Now look busy. Look like you've been working tirelessly for the war effort, even if that work involved hula dancing and consuming illicit jungle juice. He quickly shed his uniform tunic, grabbed a tattered fishing net from a nearby pile of derelict gear, and began to make himself look busy, as if he'd just emerged from a strenuous deep-sea fishing expedition, covered in seaweed and smelling faintly of dead fish. Plimpton, meanwhile, was attempting to use a leaf blower to scatter a pile of important documents across the sand, hoping to give the impression of extreme disorganization rather than utter sloth and negligence, a thin veil over the recent revelry. Within moments, the Jeep-carrying Admiral, Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker, a formidable man with a granite jawline that seemed carved from bedrock and eyes that could bore holes through steel plating, pulled up to Finn's now decidedly less festive-looking beach office. Accompanying him was a stiff-backed Lieutenant Kreider, the Admiral's aide, whose uniform appeared to have been starched by sheer force of will alone, rather than any actual laundry detergent. Kreider held a clipboard with an air of immense solemnity, his pencil poised for the meticulous recording of every single infraction, every minute detail of a disordered existence. The Jeep itself was immaculate, freshly washed and gleaming. reflecting Jawbreaker's notorious penchant for order and spit and polish perfection. Okay, all right, brace yourselves, you guys. Finn muttered frantically to Plimpton, who was attempting to hide a tray of rum-laced fruit punch behind his back with the subtle grace of a frightened hippopotamus, his body twitching nervously. Here he comes. The moment of truth. Turn, salute. He straightened up, adopted a suitably earnest expression, scrubbing some sand from his face, and saluted with exaggerated, almost theatrical, precision. Welcome to Coral Cove, all, sir. Acting Base Commander McGinty, at your humble service. Sir, it is an honor, sir, an unparalleled honor to receive your distinguished presence on our humble shores. Jawbreaker, a man who believed smiles were a sign of weakness and emotional extravagance, merely grunted, a low rumble that suggested a perpetually grumbling internal engine, or perhaps the tectonic plates of his patience slowly grinding. At ease, gentlemen. He surveyed Finn with an unblinking, dispassionate stare that felt like a thorough, humiliating physical examination, dissecting every aspect of Finn's less than immaculate appearance, lingering on the sand in his hair and the seaweed on his shoulder, and the slight stain on his uniform. Plimpton, attempting to mimic Finn's crisp, if exaggerated, salute, performed a sort of spasmodic convulsion, nearly spilling the punch he was hiding, which sloshed ominously behind him, its syrupy aroma wafting faintly. And as acting executive officer, Plimpton at your command, sir, ready for your discerning eye. Sir, and prepared for any scrutiny, however minute. He quickly, with remarkable dexterity, dumped the punch behind a nearby bush, hoping no one noticed the sudden alcoholic wilting of a rather sturdy hibiscus plant, which seemed to sigh with tipsy contentment, drooping dramatically. Jawbreaker's gaze, however, was not on the wilting hibiscus or the flustered Plimpton. It was fixed with unsettling intensity on Finn's neck, where the fishing net, a tangible symbol of Finn's hurried improvisation, was still draped, clinging precariously to his uniform collar like an aggressive parasitic vine. "What the devil is that thing around your neck, Commander McGinty?" he barked, pointing a leathery finger that looked more accustomed to pointing at complex naval charts and distant enemy positions than at improvised, sartorial choices. Finn, remembering his quick transformation, grinned, attempting to radiate an air of carefree charm despite the icy terror gripping his heart. It's an old native custom, sir, a venerable tradition of the islanders, steeped in folklore and ancient legends, a sign of welcome and reverence for esteemed visitors to our humble shores, a greeting of the ancient peoples. Sir, piranha, come on my way. Come on. It's, for luck. Sir, a protective talisman. It wards off evil spirits and a tropical unpleasantness, like, mosquito bites. Very effective, sir, passed down through generations. He gestured vaguely at the fishing net still draped about him like a rather ill-fitting, sandy scarf. Jawbreaker's brow furrowed, deepening the already formidable lines etched into his face, giving him an even more severe mien, making him look like a storm cloud about to unleash a torrential downpour. Will you stop that gibberish? McGinty, this isn't a luau. This is a naval base in the midst of a global conflict, not some theatrical production of South Pacific. Let's get down to business. Commander, serious business. Business of the fleet. Yes, sir. Whatever you say. Sir, but let's keep it professional, if you please, Commander. We are here for inspection, not for anthropological studies or dubious folk tales. Fine. Knowing full well what business meant to Jawbreaker, usually the dismantling of careers and the surgical removal of efficiencies, nodded meekly, trying to adopt an expression of utmost solemnity, though a flicker of desperation was visible in his eyes. I heard when I landed that Commodore Bumble was in the hospital, Jawbreaker stated, his voice flat and devoid of emotion, though a glint in his eye suggested he already suspected foul play, a rat in the nest, a master manipulator at work. He knew Bumbleton too well, knew his capacity for deception. "Oh, that's right, sir," Finn confirmed, a perfectly innocent expression plastered on his face, though he felt a fresh bead of sweat trickle down his back, independent of the tropical humidity. A cold, clammy trickle. A terrible, truly debilitating bout of tropical whatever it is. "Sir, a rare and highly contagious malady, I believe, that strikes without warning. Quite debilitating. He'll be shattered. Sir, simply shattered. His spirit broken by the onslaught of unseen microscopic invaders. A man of his robust constitution brought low by a microscopic foe. A true tragedy for our base." Jawbreaker grunted again, a low, guttural sound that could mean anything from understood to, "I suspect you're lying through your teeth and will later verify this in excruciating detail at your court-martial. I'll pay my respects to him first, Commander, as is only proper for a superior officer. It is a matter of protocol and civilized conduct. And then we get on with the inspection. McGinty, a thorough, comprehensive, and utterly unforgiving inspection. Yes, sir, you men, you collection of rather scruffy individuals." He swept his gaze across the still loitering crew, who instantly snapped to attention with varying degrees of success, some of them still smelling faintly of pineapple rum. "Report to your stations at once, and ensure those stations are immaculate, not a speck of dust, not a single loose item. I expect a level of cleanliness that would shame a surgical operating. Theater, I'll just make a quick visit to the infirmary." He turned sharply, his eyes fixing on Finn, a gaze that felt like a laser beam. "This way, Commander McGinty. You will accompany me. This is not a request, but an unequivocal, direct order." "Right this way, sir," Finn chirped, relief washing over him in a wave, buying him a precious few minutes to perhaps salvage the situation. He quickly motioned with a subtle, frantic flick of his hand to Plimpton to ensure the hula girls remained hidden deep within the dark, stuffy confines of the air raid shelter, perhaps bribing them with extra rations and the promise of a full meal. The game was far from over, but the clock was ticking louder than a depth charge. The air over Coral Cove Atoll, a forgotten pearl in the vast, contested expanse of the Pacific, hung heavy and humid, a stifling blanket woven from salt spray and the oppressive breath of 1,000 unseen jungle spirits. It clung to every soul and corner of the makeshift naval base like a particularly determined barnacle, smelling perpetually of stale coconut oil, diesel fumes, and the slow, inexorable decay of all tropical things. The corrugated iron barracks shimmered under a relentless sun, baking their inhabitants in a relentless oven of wartime existence. Overhead, a single rusty ceiling fan in the Commodore's office spun with pathetic, wheezing sigh, merely recirculating the warm, moist air, doing little to alleviate the pervasive discomfort. Outside, the incessant, maddening buzz of cicadas competed with the distant, rhythmic clang of a broken pump somewhere near the supply depot, a perpetual soundtrack to the mounting frustrations of the day. Commodore Beauregard Bumble, a man whose face permanently resided in a shade of apoplectic crimson, a hue typically reserved for exotic sunsets or freshly boiled lobsters, and whose tightly buttoned uniform perpetually looked sizes too small, found himself battling this pervasive adversary daily. His weapon of choice, or rather his battle station, was behind a monumental mahogany desk, its surface buried beneath a precarious avalanche of paperwork, half-eaten tins of Spam, and a small ceramic statue of glowering, pot-bellied Buddha. The office itself, a single corrugated iron box with windows perpetually blurred by salt crust and jungle grime, magnified the island's humidity, transforming every breath into a viscous effort. He leaned back in his ancient, squeaky swivel chair, a defiant, protesting creak accompanying the move, and pointed a trembling, cigar-clenched finger, the cigar itself unlit, but nonetheless an integral prop in his dramatic repertoire, at Lieutenant Quentin K. Quickstep. Lieutenant Quickstep, a paragon of youthful earnestness and naval rectitude, possessed the unfortunate, almost supernatural, habit of always being precisely where Commodore Bumble least wanted him to be, usually within range of his most fervent tirades. Quickstep stood ramrod straight, his own crisp, starched uniform already beginning to wilt at the collar, the starch dissolving like courage in the face of overwhelming odds. His eyes were fixed on some point just beyond the Commodore's left ear, a blank, distant stare, as if anticipating a sudden aerial attack of classified documents, or perhaps a rogue coconut dislodged by a particularly ambitious parrot. Lieutenant Quickstep, Bumble bellowed, his voice ricocheting off the tin walls, a sound akin to a distressed foghorn echoing in a submarine. The outburst caused a startled parrot perched on a nearby palm frond to squawk in protest and shed a single, brightly colored feather onto the dusty ground outside, a small, vibrant casualty of the Commodore's vocal force. I believe I just articulated a profound sentiment of, shall we say, astonishment, a guttural, primal exclamation of the utterly unexpected, a cascading chorus of, and I quote, from the deepest chambers of my beleaguered soul, and it was a deeply felt quote, mind you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He slammed the unlit cigar onto his desk with a dramatic flourish, a gesture that sent a fresh cascade of dust motes dancing in the single shaft of sunlight filtering through a particularly grimy, salt-encrusted window pane. The framed portrait of Admiral Iron Jaw, Jericho Jawbreaker on the wall, a formidable man with a jawline seemingly sculpted from granite, shuddered precariously, its hook groaning under the strain. And what, pray tell, Lieutenant, what force of nature or administrative oversight provoked such an ungentlemanly, yet deeply felt, expression of profound incredulity from your commanding officer? None other than the critical, indispensable, utterly vital, and frankly baffling requisition that landed on my desk this very morning, demanding, in no uncertain terms, the immediate procurement of garter belts. Garter belts, Quickstep. You, sir, are the supply officer here, are you not? Do you deny your designated role in this bureaucratic circus? His voice rose to a shrill crescendo, mirroring the parrot's earlier indignation, echoing through the claustrophobic office. Quickstep flinched, a small, involuntary twitch of his left eye, an almost imperceptible ripple in his otherwise rigid posture. He swallowed, the movement visible in his taut throat, a nervous bobbing of his Adam's apple. Yes, Commodore, sir. His mind, trained for order, steeped in the meticulous minutiae of naval regulation and the exact numerical categorization of every conceivable item, scrambled frantically to reconcile this outlandish demand with the hallowed pages of the standard Naval Supply Catalog. He was prepared for anything. Ammunition shortages that required inventive field solutions, rationing disputes that devolved into shouting matches over single ounces of powdered milk, or even a sudden infestation of aggressive, highly territorial land crabs in the PX, the post-exchange, that required an immediate emergency deployment of bug bombs. But garter belts? That was firmly, unequivocally, outside the Quickstep purview of expected combat logistics. The very concept sent a disquieting, utterly unmilitary shiver down his spine. It felt personal. Bumble slammed his fist down again, a heavy, resounding thud that rattled the entire desk, sending pens scattering like fleeing battalions. This time, the impact sent tremors through a half-empty glass of what appeared to be muddy, brackish water, the color of stale bilge, but which Bumble, with unwavering conviction, swore was freshly purified spring water, filtered personally through 3 layers of coconut husks, and a salvaged coffee filter. If the nurses, Lieutenant, those valiant angels of mercy, those dedicated purveyors of healing and comfort, toiling tirelessly and with great personal sacrifice in our base infirmary, which, might I add, is presently struggling to cope with an unprecedented influx of jungle rot cases, an alarming shortage of sterile bandages, and a critically low stock of quinine for malaria. But I digress. If those nurses, the very backbone of our healing infrastructure, need garter belts, Lieutenant, then you snap to it. Do you hear me? You move with alacrity. I mean, you shake a leg, perform a veritable fandango of procurement. You perform miracles of requisitioning. Oh, you know what I mean, man. A sense of immediate and overwhelming urgency. Quick step. Immediate and unequivocal action. This is not a request. It is a directive from the highest echelons of this command. He leaned forward, his crimson face mere inches from Quickstep's nose, his breath, hot and smelling faintly of stale cigars and antacids, washing over the younger officer. This is a matter of morale. Quickstep, utmost critical, indispensable moral. Do you comprehend the existential gravity of a lack of proper foundational undergarments in wartime? It could cripple the war effort. It could undermine the very foundations of Allied strength in the Pacific. Imagine the headlines. Man, imagine the utterly damning, humiliating, and utterly catastrophic headlines that would blast across the globe. Coral Cove atoll crumbles. Underweight of sagging hosiery. The enemy, Lieutenant, the Imperial Japanese Navy, would not only cheer, they would launch a propaganda blitz that would make our ears bleed and our hearts sink, all because our brave nurses' stockings were failing in their primary duty of remaining aloft. It is a strategic imperative. Quickstep stammered, his mind racing through arcane procurement manuals, searching for any loophole, any forgotten addendum, any obscure paragraph that might remotely address this bizarre demand. His forehead beaded with sweat, not from the heat, but from the sheer mental gymnastics required. His brow furrowed with the strain of navigating an uncharted bureaucratic sea. Sir, I'm not sure we have any requisition codes for 4 personal, elasticated hosiery fasteners. Feminine issued with decorative lace trim, standard periwinkle blue. Sir, the naval bureaucracy, Commodore, with all due respect, simply hasn't caught up with the more intimate needs of our fighting forces. Sir, it is an oversight of unprecedented proportions. Sir, a lacuna in the administrative framework, a gaping hole in the fabric of military supply. He felt an uncontrollable blush creeping up his neck, engulfing his ears, turning them a vibrant scarlet. The very conversation felt unseemly, utterly unsuited to a man of his military discipline. It was as if he were discussing a deeply personal scandal rather than a logistical challenge. Bumble scoffed, blowing a plume of imaginary, acrid smoke from his unlit cigar. The gesture was pure pantomime, but the effect was undeniable, adding to his air of theatrical indignation. Codes be damned. Man, codes are for clerks. Codes are for pen pushers and petty bureaucrats. I demand results, not excuses. Results, Quickstep, unadulterated, tangible results. Just find them. Invent a code if you must. Fabricate a requisition category out of thin air. Declare them tactical hosiery stabilizers or female leg accoutrements. High priority. Do whatever it takes. Quickstep. Employ ingenuity. Utilize initiative. Unleash the full force of your administrative. Cunning. What a war. Quickstep. What an utterly, profoundly, ridiculously bewildering, frustrating, and morally bankrupt war this has become. I tell you, man, my spirit is being tested. My very soul is being tried in the crucible of military absurdity. Everything, absolutely everything, is on my shoulders, man. The weight of the entire Pacific theater, indeed, the entire global conflict, rests solely upon these aging, yet still surprisingly robust shoulders of mine. He dramatically slapped both shoulders for emphasis, grunting slightly with the effort, causing a fresh tremor to ripple through his desk and a nearby pile of urgent dispatches to slide. perilously close to the edge, a lone, petrified cockroach, its antennae twitching nervously, scuttled across a pile of urgent messages, seeking refuge in the darkest corner of the office, fleeing the imminent chaos. Even the cockroach, it seemed, sensed the encroaching madness. Just as Quickstep was about to offer a formal apology for the perceived burden of existence, for the sheer audacity of being a living organism while Bumble bore the weight of the world, for the cosmic injustice of having to breathe the same air as his distressed Commodore, Private Chippy Chuckles, Bumble's perpetually breathless junior aide, burst into the office like a startled jackrabbit shot from a cannon. Chippy, a nervous young man whose cap was always askew, a testament to his habit of constantly running into door frames during moments of panic, and whose glasses perpetually threatened to slide off his nose, usually during moments of extreme urgency, when he needed them most, skidded to a halt with an audible squeak of his worn sandals. His face was a mask of sheer terror, his uniform damp with perspiration. He clutched a crumpled telex form, the paper already damp with his perspiration, as if it were a ticking hand grenade, sweat beading profusely on his forehead. "Commodore, sir, urgent communiques, sir," Chippy blurted, barely pausing to inhale, his chest heaving with exertion, his breath coming in ragged gasps. "I just got a message from a pal of mine at Conflict Central. Sir," an intercepted coded burst. "Sir, from a highly classified channel. Sir, highly classified, sir. It's bleeding red, sir." His voice was a breathless, high-pitched squeak, strained to the point of breaking, a sound reminiscent of a rusty hinge. "Admiral, Iron-Jaw Jericho Jawbreaker, is arriving today on a sneak inspection. Sir, an unscheduled, unexpected, unannounced early arrival, ahead of schedule, totally unexpected. Sir, he's bypassing all usual protocols." He gulped a convulsive swallow, his eyes wide with a mixture of raw fear and a strange, morbid awe. "Oh, no. Iron-Jaw Jawbreaker is coming here. Sir, the legend himself, the scourge of sloppy bases, the nemesis of disorganization, the destroyer of careers." The effect on Commodore Bumble was instantaneous and terrifying, a sudden, petrifying freeze that seemed to lock every muscle in his body. His crimson complexion deepened to a vibrant, almost violent, shade of purple, clashing horribly with the rapidly whitening knuckles clutching his now-shattered cigar. His eyes, already bulging, seemed to threaten to pop clean out of their sockets, vibrating with a barely contained terror. The unlit cigar snapped cleanly in two between his clenched teeth, the dry tobacco showering onto the already cluttered desktop like fine, brown confetti settling amongst the dust motes. He remained frozen for a moment, a statue of pure, distilled dread, a tableau of unadulterated panic, as if the very air had been sucked from a room, leaving him breathless and petrified. Then a primal, guttural roar, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very depths of his being, a cry of utter despair and fury, escaped him. "Iron-Jaw Jawbreaker," he wheezed, the very name catching his throat like a swallowed bone, echoing the distant clang of the broken pump, a discordant accompaniment to his mounting dread. The name alone struck fear, a cold, icy dread, into the hearts of officers from Pearl Harbor to Pago Pago, a fear known universally throughout the ranks of the United States Navy, a legend whispered in hushed tones across all naval bases, a stickler for protocol, a zealot for spotlessness, a man rumored to be able to smell a loose thread on an ensign's cuff from 20 paces across a parade ground, and whose personal mantra was a chilling order, discipline, white gloves. Jawbreaker's sneak inspections were legendary and invariably catastrophic. They typically left behind a trail of demotions, public humiliations, meticulous reports detailing every microscopic imperfection and shattered careers. Whole squadrons have been reassigned, entire units disbanded, due to his unforgiving eye and his almost pathological obsession with order. Bumble leaped to his feet with an almost impossible burst of frantic energy that belied his corpulence, knocking his chair over with a theatrical clatter that seemed to emphasize his mounting panic. It spun mournfully on its back, a visual metaphor for Bumble's rapidly destabilizing equilibrium, before settling with a defeated groan. That's all I need. That is the absolute last thing I need. Confound it all. The man's practically got sensory organs specifically designed for detecting dust. Bunny's beneath my filing cabinet from a mile off when he's nosing around. His eyes are microscopic. His nostrils are tuned to detect any non-regulation aroma, be it stale coffee, jungle rot, or even a faint whiff of unpolished brass on a junior officer's uniform. Do you realize what a mess this place is in? Quick step. Chuckles. Do either of you, in your limited understanding, have even the faintest, most microscopic understanding of the colossal, unprecedented, utterly soul-destroying mess this entire atoll has become? It's not a base. It's a disorganized heap of tropical decay and administrative negligence. We are drowning in our own filth. Drowning. I tell you, hello, is anybody listening out there in the swirling vortex of impending doom? Are my words merely echoing into the vast emptiness of military apathy? Yes, this is Commodore Beauregard Bumble, who happens to be in a state of utter, unbridled, and fully justified panic. I assure you, who did you expect to find in my office? Some kind of perfumed geisha girl handing out perfumed hand towels and soothing pleasantries? Tokyo. Rose? I'm speaking to a universe that clearly cares not for my sanity. We're facing total annihilation by tidiness. He will literally find dust in our soul, gentlemen, and punish us for it. Oh, the ignominy, the utter, soul-crushing, career-ending ignominy. He paced frantically, a desperate, bewildered flurry of movement, tripping over a discarded uniform boot and nearly going sprawling into a stack of requisition forms. His indignant outburst, a crescendo of bureaucratic rage that seemed to shake the very foundations of the flimsy office, was abruptly interrupted by the persistent, jarring, almost malevolent ringing of his field phone, a rusty, temperamental beast of a contraption that seemed to possess an almost malicious sense of comedic timing, ringing exactly at the worst possible moment. He snatched it up, glaring at the receiver, as if it were personally responsible for his impending doom, and indeed, for the entire unfortunate situation of war and the very existence of Admiral Jawbreaker. Yes, this is Commodore Bumble, and I am currently at the precise epicenter of unmitigated chaos. If you must know, so spare me your pleasantries, your meaningless salutations. Who did you expect to find in my office? Some kind of siren, singing sweet songs of peace and tranquility? Tokyo Rose? Speak. Confound you. Speak your piece before I tear your metallic, infernal existence limb from limb. He paused, listening, his brow furrowing deeper with each strained, whining syllable he heard through the crackling line, his already florid complexion darkening further to a dangerously purple-black. What? The sinks? In the Petty Officers Club? Are backing up? You mean the foul, putrid effluvium of yesterday's rations is slowly but surely creeping its way onto the dance floor. The horror. So, what do you expect me to do about it? You utterly clueless imbecile. Do you take me for a common laborer? For a greasy artisan of pipes? I'm the commanding officer here, man. The supreme authority. I'm not a plumber. Does my uniform, emblazoned as it is with the glorious insignia of command, the very symbols of strategic brilliance, bear the humble, mud-stained insignia of a Master Chief Plumber's Mate First Class? I think not. I am a strategist, a brilliant, underappreciated leader of men, an orator of unparalleled military rhetoric, a gentleman of impeccable, if currently distressed breeding, a paragon of naval rectitude, whose hands are meant for charting courses, not unblocking drains. He slammed the phone down with a mighty crash, narrowly missing his hand. and sending another, larger cascade of documents fluttering to the floor like bewildered seabirds taking flight in A. Gale. He ran a hand over his sweating, glistening, rapidly moistening bald pate, looking utterly wretched, the sheen of sweat catching the meager, dusty light filtering through the window. His uniform was already rumpled, creased in 100 places. His hair, what little he had remaining, disheveled, plastered to his scalp. He felt the insidious grip of panic tightening around his throat. Sir, Lieutenant Quickstep ventured cautiously, stepping delicately over a fallen pile of charts and a discarded hardtack biscuit, his voice a nervous whisper, barely audible above the ringing in Bumble's ears. Commodore, if I may, I observe you taking some medication earlier, sir. Your stomach acid. Sir, it could start a car, sir. Indeed, from the sound of it, you have a veritable internal combustion engine attempting to erupt within your very being. I believe your gastric system is currently staging a major offensive. Quickstep's eyes flickered to the small, ever-present bottle of antacids on Bumble's desk, a permanent fixture beside a framed photo of a rather stern-looking woman Quickstep suspected was Mrs. Bumble, perhaps the only person on Earth capable of striking even greater fear into the Commodore's heart than Admiral Jawbreaker himself. He knew these pills usually provided momentary relief, at best, a temporary reprieve from Bumble's constant gastrointestinal distress. Bumble merely waved a dismissive hand, the gesture sweeping away a handful of scattered paper clips and a suspicious-looking dead fly. Pills, Quickstep. Don't mention the pills. These infernal things are a plot. I tell you, a pharmaceutical conspiracy designed by my enemies, undoubtedly financed by the Nips, to undermine my very digestive fortitude. Each one is a tiny saboteur, wreaking havoc in my already tempestuous gut, churning like a typhoon in a teacup. His eyes narrowed as if the pills themselves were sentient, malevolent entities, plotting his downfall from the innocuous glass bottle. He suspected treachery even from his medication. Please, sir, Quickstep insisted, his brow creased with genuine, albeit terrified, concern, his sense of duty overriding his fear. Take it easy on those pills. You know how they always give you indigestion. Sir, please, the last time, sir, you nearly mistook a hibiscus bush for an insubordinate ensign and attempted to give it extra latrine duty. It was a rather embarrassing botanical encounter, sir, that almost led to a diplomatic incident with the island flora. Bumble scoffed, a short, sharp bark of pure contempt that rattled Quickstep's teeth. Indigestion? Indigestion is for the faint of heart. Quickstep. Indigestion is for the weak-willed and the morally flaccid. It is for civilians, not fighting men. I feel a veritable volcano brewing within my very viscera, a churning, acid-spewing maelstrom of gastric discontent. My internal organs are staging a full-scale mutiny. But I don't care. Do you hear me? I don't care. I just don't care what ravages my internal organs. For my mind is fixed on higher matters, on survival, on avoiding Admiral Jawbreaker, by the celestial stars above, the benevolent heavens themselves. If I really get sick, truly, unequivocally, catastrophically ill, sick beyond all reasonable medical repair, then someone else, some other poor, unsuspecting wretch, would have to face the Admiral, the Iron Jaw, the great white menace of military inspections. Oh, wait a minute, you say. A flicker of something, akin to a mad glint, a spark of sheer, unadulterated, nefarious genius, appeared in his eyes, chasing away the cloud of self-pity and terror. He stopped pacing abruptly, suddenly still, the frantic energy momentarily draining from him. The clattering of paperwork, the stifling heat, the relentless buzz of cicadas, the impending doom, all seemed to coalesce into a single brilliant, nefarious, utterly audacious idea. His face transformed, a malevolent grin slowly spreading across his features, transforming him into a malevolent caricature, a tropical Mephistopheles. If I was sick, he mused, tapping his cigar stub, which he had somehow retrieved from the floor, with a newly invigorated intensity. The sound of sharp, percussive crack in the stifling silence. Genuinely, catastrophically, undeniably sick, then I could appoint an acting base commander. Couldn't I? A temporary replacement, a suitable scapegoat, a sacrificial lamb to absorb the full brunt of the Iron Jaw's fury, right? Lieutenant Quickstep, that's perfectly within regulations, isn't it? A temporary incapacitation. Say an unexpected, highly contagious, extremely debilitating, but ultimately non-fatal tropical fever, the kind that renders one completely helpless, but ultimately capable of a full recovery, just after the admiral has departed, a fever that peaks at the precise moment of maximum strategic advantage. He punctuated his words with a dramatic, hacking cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat. A truly Oscar-worthy performance, complete with rattling breaths and strained groans. Quickstep, ever the regulations man, ever the obedient automaton of naval procedure, nodded hesitantly, tried to access his mental database of emergency provisions, searching for the exact subparagraph that dealt with strategic incapacitation. Oh, yes, sir. Within emergency provisions, such a course of action is, indeed, entirely within parameters. Yes, a temporary transfer of command for medical reasons. Most certainly, the regulations allow for such flexibility in times of extreme exigency. His mind immediately went to the chain of command, sorting through who the logical, most competent, and therefore least likely to enrage Jawbreaker choice might be, perhaps himself, or Lieutenant Commander Higgins from Supply, a notoriously timid but efficient man, known for his ability to accurately count every grain of rice on the island. He certainly would not have picked the man Bumble was thinking of, not in a million years. But Bumble wasn't listening. He was already spinning the intricate web of his genius, a masterpiece of self-preservation and malicious delegation. His mind, often likened to a sluggish bilge pump, a repository of bureaucratic detritus, had, on this rare occasion, decided to function like a supercharged centrifuge, spinning off plans with terrifying speed and precision. "And I want you to know, Lieutenant," he declared, striking a heroic pose that unfortunately highlighted the tightness of his tunic, which threatened to burst at the seams, "that I am ready to accept the supreme test of finding an appropriate sacrificial lamb for Iron Jawbreaker, a suitable patsy to absorb the full force of the Admiral's righteous wrath. And I know just a man, Quickstep, just a man, who will undoubtedly cause an unparalleled display of administrative ineptitude, a man whose mere presence can cause regulations to spontaneously combust, a man who is the antithesis of everything Jawbreaker holds dear." He paused, a mischievous grin stretching across his purple face, transforming him into a malevolent caricature. Not Julian, not Lieutenant Quickstep. No. He rubbed his hands together with a truly diabolical glee, the sound dry and conspiratorial, like rustling leaves in a graveyard or a serpent slithering through dry grass. Commander Finian McGinty, that rogue, that insubordinate rascal, that irreverent scoundrel, with McGinty and his scallywags, his motley collection of reprobates and ne'er-do-wells, his rabble of rum-swilling, rule-breaking misfits in charge of Coral Cove Atoll, for a mere afternoon, a paltry few hours. They will run wild. They will dismantle this base board by board. They will desecrate every sacred naval regulation. They will absolutely and definitively destroy themselves right in front of the Admiral. It's absolutely brilliant. Quickstep. Utterly, staggeringly, undeniably brilliant. A masterpiece of strategic delegation and inspired revenge. They will hang themselves with their own laxity. Bumble peered at his reflection in the dusty, salt-encrusted mirror hanging crookedly on the wall, an unflattering representation of his florid face and bulging eyes. He adjusted his already askew cap, attempting to project an air of tragic dignity, to enhance his carefully cultivated image of the dying hero. He exaggerated a cough that sounded suspiciously like a dying walrus attempting to clear its throat, a truly authentic, rattling sound, and feigned a tremble in his hand, holding it out for inspection. Uh-huh, I do look sort of sick to you, don't I? All right, a pallor, quick step. A decided pallor, the pallor of impending doom. I am a vision of profound debilitation. Picture a man at death's door. He tilted his head, adopting what he believed was a look of profound, feverish debilitation, a look that bordered on the grotesque. Quickstep, caught completely off guard by the sheer audacity of the scheme, by the breathtaking villainy of the plan, found himself nodding vigorously, his eyes wide, his carefully constructed military composure threatening to shatter. He felt a bead of sweat trickle down his temple, tasting of salt and fear, a cold, clammy drop. Yes, sir. Terribly sick, sir. Utterly, spectacularly unwell. Commodore. In fact, sir, with that particular shade of purple on your countenance. You almost look feverish. Quite alarmingly so, sir. Your coloring is quite striking. Sir, don't you think you'd better call the medics, sir? Right away, sir, with utmost haste. Sir, before your constitution completely gives way, before your very being dissolves into a puddle of sickness on your office floor. He even added an extra earnest emphasis to the terribly sick part, trying desperately to match the Commodore's dramatic flair, to become an accomplice in this grand charade of illness. Excellent. Quick step. My boy, on the double. Don't stand there gawking at my imminent demise. Man, time is of the essence. Bumble's voice cracked theatrically, dissolving into another paroxysm of feigned coughs, each one a masterclass in pulmonary distress. Chippy, Chippy, he yelled, attempting to appear faint, his voice now a mere whisper, weak and gasping. It's Commodore Bumble. Hurry, he's not well. He's succumbing to the tropical scourge. Quick, on the double. Chuckles. I think I'm going to pay a terrible price for my dedication to duty. A heavy, tragic toll. His voice trailed off dramatically, his eyes rolling back in his head with an entirely unconvincing, theatrical lurch as he aimed for a graceful collapse onto his desk, hoping to fall with the dignity of a dying swan. Chippy, always eager to please, always a step behind in grasping the Commodore's convoluted intentions, misheard the final, dramatic word. Oh, sir, you're going to pay, he echoed, a confused frown creasing his young brow, his glasses slipping further down his nose. He fumbled frantically through his pockets, his uniform rustling, as if the Commodore was asking for a personal loan or some kind of last-minute bribe from his meager earnings. My meager earnings, sir? Are they required for your recovery? I only have a few pesos, sir, mostly in small change. He was too busy searching for coins to notice the trajectory of the collapsing Commodore. Oh, sir, you didn't say to catch you. Just as Bumble performed his elaborate, staged swoon, launching himself dramatically onto the desk, Chippy, still bewildered and fumbling, completely failed to support him, resulting in a surprisingly solid, rather undignified thud as Bumble's ample frame hit the floor, narrowly missing an overflowing ashtray and sending a miniature dust cloud into the already. Opresive. You're a stupid numbskull, Chuckles. Bumble bellowed, momentarily forgetting his feigned illness and springing up on the floor like a jack-in-the-box, rubbing his rather tender backside with considerable vigor. His crimson complexion deepened from purple to a shade of livid maroon, his eyes burning with genuine fury. Thanks. Chippy, thanks a million for your profound support in my moment of utter collapse. You're stellar. Rescue will not be forgotten. Indeed, it will be enshrined as a prime example of gross incompetence and abysmal failure. Chippy, utterly mortified by a spectacular failure and the Commodore's subsequent wrath, saluted stiffly, his face as red as a freshly boiled prawn, his ears burning with shame. "Thank you, sir. Good old sir," he mumbled, already imagining the long hours of remedial officer-catching drills and detailed salute improvement exercises that would undoubtedly follow, perhaps even enforced practice with mannequins. "Oh, sir. Sir, it's Commander McGinty. He's coming this way, sir," Lieutenant Quickstep announced, his voice urgent, having spotted the familiar, shambolic form of Commander Finian, Finn McGinty strolling leisurely towards Bumble's office, whistling a jaunty, entirely inappropriate sea shanty, oblivious to the high drama unfolding within. Bumble, hearing this, immediately reassumed his role, his recovery from the floor a miraculous transformation from fury to frailty, a beatific, if somewhat manic and highly suspect, smile spread across his face. He even managed to produce a faint, pathetic moan, a sound he had perfected after years of feigning various ailments to avoid tedious administrative tasks. He staggered over to his cot, an ancient canvas affair that perpetually smelled of mildew, threw himself onto it with a grunt that decidedly belied his alleged sickness, and pulled a grubby, stained blanket over himself, burying his head with theatrical flourish. "I don't remember anything. All right? My memory is a sieve. Quickstep, a veritable sieve, full of holes. It's a trick, boys. A cruel trick of fate. My mind has gone to some happy place where there are no admirals. No, garter belts. I'm a very sick man, don't forget. An invalid, you hear me? A helpless, decrepit invalid at the mercy of my subordinates." Just then, the door creaked open, admitting Commander Finn McGinty, a man whose easy grin and perpetually crumpled uniform suggested a lifelong indifference to regulations, much to Bumble's eternal chagrin. Paused in the doorway, his keen eyes taking the chaotic scene, the overturned chair, the dust-covered Commodore dramatically moaning on the cot, the flustered aides. His PT boat, the Coral Cat, was a ramshackle miracle of ingenuity, held together by sheer willpower and questionable engineering, much like its commander himself. His crew, Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, the nervous, neurotic second-in-command. Specs Miller, the bespectacled intellectual who saw the universe through a prism of obscure facts. Gizmo Jenkins, the mechanical savant who could fix anything with a paperclip and a prayer. Doodle Higgins, the perpetually hungry and good-natured simpleton whose heart was as big as his appetite. And Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, the grizzled, tough-as-nails veteran who preferred the company of a good rifle to petty officer squabbles, were an equally motley but fiercely loyal bunch. They were currently somewhere between inventing a new method for deep-sea poker and attempting to distill jungle juice from fermented fruit in defiance of several naval directives. "Oh, hi, Commodore," Finn said, his voice laced with mild, almost comical surprise, his hands casually tucked into his pockets, utterly unfooled by the dramatic display. He leaned against the doorframe, a picture of relaxed skepticism, one eyebrow slightly raised. "What's wrong, sir? Are you having one of your usual, dramatic episodes? Commodore, your coloring is particularly vivid today, sir." He eyed the fallen chair and the twitching blanket with a discernible smirk. Bumble, from beneath the blanket, groaned pitifully, his voice muffled a low, drawn-out sound of suffering. "Oh, McGinty, I don't know, McGinty. It's taking a lot of tests. I tell you, a battery of diagnostic procedures that would fell a lesser man. My very life force is being analyzed. I haven't got any answers yet. Confound it all. The very doctors are baffled. Their instruments fail them. All I know right now is that I'm in bad shape, very bad shape. My constitution is, in a word, compromised, utterly and irrevocably, a medical mystery of the highest order." He even managed to squeeze out a rather convincing whimper, punctuated by a dramatic shudder that made the cot creak ominously. "Oh, hi. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lieutenant Quickstep, my faithful aide." Could you possibly raise my head a little bit? Will you? Please? My neck feels quite unsupported. I fear I may lose circulation to my brain. What little I have left, that is. Quick Step, ever eager to demonstrate his competence, ever striving for flawless execution, rushed forward, navigating the treacherous terrain of paperwork and discarded cigar butts. Yes, sir. Immediately, sir. A task of utmost importance for your comfort. Commodore. Here, I'll do it for you myself. He gently slipped a hand under Bumble's head, lifting it carefully, his movements precise and solicitous, as if handling a rare and delicate artifact that might shatter at any moment. Bumble, momentarily enjoying the solicitous attention, the brief comfort being cradled like a fragile hothouse flower, murmured, "Oh, good. The gentle touch of competence is a rare thing in this chaotic world. Quick Step." Then, remember his role as the rapidly declining invalid, his performance far from over. He suddenly, dramatically, bellowed, his voice no longer a whisper, but a roar that startled Chippy Chuckles into a fresh jump. "Wait a minute, you bungling fool. My head, it's too high. Put it down. Put it down. You oaf. Push it down. Push it down. Push it down on the hard, unyielding ground. My head, on the hard, unyielding ground. For that is my fate. I deserve nothing less. My skull shall rest upon the very soil of my suffering. I got it. Can I break right back?" He paused, a momentary slip, his voice almost cheerful and lucid, then quickly corrected himself with another theatrical gasp and shudder. "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I say, my head feels light. The room is spinning. I feel faint. A sudden onset of dizzying despair. Finn McGinty, stifling a laugh, a broad grin splitting his face, leaned casually against the doorframe, completely unmoved by the theatrical spectacle unfolding before him. He was just trying to make you comfortable, sir. A thoughtful gesture of consideration for your tender scalp, Commodore. After all, you know how genuinely concerned we all are about your delicate health. Oh, yes, sir. Take it easy, Commodore. Remember how very, very sick you are, sir." His tone was perfectly respectful, even empathetic, yet carried just the slightest, almost imperceptible undertone of amused mockery, a subtle inflection that only Bumble himself, in his current state of paranoia, would fully appreciate. Bumble, hearing the subtle jab, the hint of playful sarcasm hidden beneath the facade of concern, glowered fiercely, his theatrical languor momentarily forgotten. His eyes, usually just bloodshot, now burned with genuine fury, narrowing to slits. "Chippy, give the admiral's assistant something for his insolent insubordinate and thoroughly impudent tone, a week's extra latrine duty, or a month's worth of peeling the gristliest, most recalcitrant potatoes we can find in the entire mess hall. I want him punished for his sarcasm. Man." Chippy, utterly confused by the rapidly shifting instructions and the ever-changing target of the Commodore's wrath, merely saluted. "Gee, I'm sorry, sir. I thought the situation was in neutral. Sir, a moment of peaceful respite. No offense intended, sir, to the esteemed admiral's assistant, whoever he might be, sir. That's all you menace." Bumble roared, once again forgetting his supposed frailty as he half sat up on the cot, shaking his fist violently. "That's it, McGinty. You're right, McGinty. I am a very sick man. A gravely ill man whose time is running out faster than a rogue torpedo. The medics, those baffled purveyors of tinctures and poultices, they don't know how long I'm going to be in here, if indeed I survive this harrowing ordeal. So, while I'm away, while I teeter on the precipice of eternal slumber, I'm going to have to appoint an acting base commander." He looked pointedly at Finn, his eyes boring into him with a malicious gleam. Expecting the penny to drop with the clang of a death knell, he savored the moment, the exquisite pleasure of delivering the fatal blow to his nemesis. Finn adopted an air of genuine understanding. his face a picture of sincere concern, though his eyes betrayed a twinkle of suppressed mirth, a barely concealed flicker of amusement. Well, I understand, sir. A wise and prudent decision, Commodore, for a commander must ensure the seamless transition of authority, especially in times of such delicate health. And you can rest assured, sir, that my boys and I will give Lieutenant Quickstep all the help we can. He's a good lad. Quickstep. Good head on his shoulders, though he does fret a bit over requisition codes and the existential dread of unscheduled paperwork. Bless his meticulous, bureaucratic heart. He winked at Quickstep, who immediately flushed crimson, unsure whether to be flattered or further mortified by Finn's appraisal. Bumble's purple hue returned, deepening with each word Finn uttered, until his face resembled a ripening eggplant, or perhaps a particularly bruised plum. He sputtered, momentarily speechless, before finding his voice again. Now a high-pitched shriek of outrage that seemed to threaten the integrity of the tin walls. Quickstep? Quickstep, you say? That man can barely keep track of his own shoelaces, let alone the intricate logistics of an entire naval base. He would classify a stapler as a weapon of mass destruction. No. He's a boob. Yes, Quickstep is a boob. A complete, utter, unadulterated boob. He'd probably salute a coconut and then file a formal report on its insubordination. I'm appointing you the acting base commander, McGinty. You, sir, you shall bear the mantle of command in my absence. Consider a promotion or a curse, depending on your perspective, you rascal. He punctuated his pronouncement with a triumphant, albeit shaky, fist pump, enjoying the visible consternation on Finn's face. Finn McGinty's casual grin, a fixture of his face, a symbol of his generally laid-back attitude, finally faltered, replaced by a look of genuine, unfeigned horror. His jaw dropped, and he felt a cold knot form in his stomach, a sudden, heavy dread. Me? Oh, come on, Commodore. You must be kidding. With all due respect, sir. With every fiber of my being and every last ounce of my limited common sense. The last thing this atoll, this glorious bastion of Allied power, needs is me in command of anything more complex than a particularly unruly fishing line. My talents lie in the chaotic art of PT boat skirmishes. Sir, not the tedious ballet of administrative oversight. I am a man of action, sir, not paper pushing. It goes against my very nature. I'd set the base on fire by accident trying to file a requisition. Bumble, now fully committed to his theatrical performance, rose from the cot with a surprising burst of frantic energy that would have put a man half his age to shame, and glared directly into Finn's eyes, wobbling slightly for added effect, as if overcome by a sudden gust of invisible, feverish wind. McGinty, take a good look at me. Observe my fevered brow, my trembling hand. My very life force is draining. Away with every breath. Does this look like the face of a man who's kidding? I tell you, I am on the verge of dissolution, of ultimate collapse, of utter demise. Fine. Maintaining a straight face despite the almost irresistible urge to burst out laughing at Bumble's dramatic antics matched Bumble's intense gaze, his own eyes serious, though a faint twitch at the corner of his mouth betrayed his true feelings. No, sir, it certainly does not, sir. It looks, if I may be so bold, sir, like the face of a man who has consumed entirely too much spicy chowder. But, Commodore, with all due respect, I must ask you to perform the same courtesy. Take a good look at me, sir. He gestured dramatically to his perpetually unbuttoned collar, revealing a surprising amount of tan chest hair, to the wild tangle of his dark, wind-swept hair, the slight smirk playing at the corner of his lips, and the faint, lingering scent of brine and illicit pineapple rum that always seemed to cling to him like a second skin. Do I look like a base commander? Sir, does my very essence radiate administrative acumen? Do I exude an aura of rigid, uncompromising discipline? I think not, sir. I'm a sailor, a fighting man, a warrior of the waves. Sir, not a desk jockey. I cause more chaos than the Nips if left in charge of paperwork. Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, who had followed Finn into the office. His anxiety levels already spiking from the general air of chaos and Bumble's dramatic. Pronouncements couldn't help but blurt, "He's got you there, Wally." He immediately clapped a hand over his mouth, turning bright scarlet, realizing his grievous error in addressing the Commodore so informally. He shrank slightly, anticipating instant demotion, perhaps even a public flogging with a wet noodle or forced duty sorting rusted nails. "No, sir. No. Easy does it, sir." Finn quickly interjected, trying desperately to smooth things over, to prevent Plimpton's certain demise. "Now, look, Commodore, I'm a saltwater skipper. Sir, my soul is forged in brine and sea spray. My destiny lies upon the waves. I'd be no good behind a desk. I'd drown in paperwork. Sir, literally, my spirit would wither. I'd be worse than useless, sir. A total administrative wreck, a veritable black hole of efficiency." He even performed a little pantomime of struggling to swim through towering stacks of imaginary forms, flapping his hands helplessly, gurgling in a comically pathetic manner, hoping to appeal to Bumble's dramatic sensibilities. Bumble, however, was impervious. His focus remained laser-sharp on Finn, his malicious joy untempered. "McGinty, I wouldn't think of asking you to take on a big assignment like this gargantuan administrative burden. Without some help, that would be inhumane. That would be positively barbaric. You need a crutch. McGinty, a suitable lackey to manage the administrative trifles, and the endless stream of paperwork that will surely overwhelm you. So, I'm appointing Plimpton here, acting executive officer. Consider it a steep learning curve for the young man, and a perfect distraction from your more anarchic tendencies, your insufferable penchant for rule-breaking and chaos. Ensign Pip Percival Plimpton III, whose career aspirations rarely extended beyond successfully completing a spreadsheet without any critical errors, maintaining impeccable penmanship, and perhaps one day earning a medal for consistent pencil sharpening, nearly fainted on the spot, his face turning an even more ghastly shade of pale, a faint green tinge to his lips. He clutched his chest, his eyes wide as saucers. "Oh, boy! Did you hear that, Skipper?" he squeaked, his voice cracking with disbelief, his legs threatening to give way. Acting executive officer. Me, a man of limited experience, prone to clerical errors. "Oh, thanks. Commodore, you'll never regret this. I think, I hope I don't set anything on fire, sir, or lose the entire base budget to a rogue pigeon who absconds with the paperwork." Bumble merely waved his hand grandly, a dismissive flick of the wrist. I know. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Plimpton, a necessary sacrifice for the greater good of seeing McGinty squirm. Here you are. McGinty, take this. He thrust a battered clipboard, overflowed with inscrutable paperwork and stained with ancient coffee rings, and an ancient, rusty ceremonial cutlass, usually reserved for a highly official, rarely occurring, and completely ignored flag-raising ceremonies. At Finn, you go over to my office, your office now, and you take command this minute. Do you hear me? McGinty? This minute. That's an order. Commander, and don't you dare track mud onto my pristine linoleum, which I personally supervise the waxing of, with the utmost meticulousness. I will know if you do. "Oh, but Commodore, sir," Finn began, still trying to grasp the enormity of this calamity, this calculated sabotage of his relaxed command style, this intricate trap designed to ensnare him in a web of bureaucracy. "Out, out, out, out!" Bumble shrieked, shooing them from his office with the fervor of a man swatting a particularly bothersome, buzzing fly, flapping his hands wildly, his eyes blazing with a mixture of triumph and malice. "Now, quick step, my loyal aide. You know what to do. My cot needs plump in. My pillows need fluffing. My very constitution needs a long, luxurious period of convalescing, and a cold compress, and perhaps some more of those medicinal concoctions to ensure my delirium is sustained, and utterly convincing for Admiral Jawbreaker. Finn and Plimpton stumbled out, still reeling from the unexpected promotion and the sheer, unmitigated absurdity of the situation. They made their way to Bumble's former office, which, by dint of Bumble's pronouncement, was now Finn's temporary seat of power. The moment they stepped inside, a mere foot over the threshold, the field phone, a rusty, temperamental beast of a contraption, began to ring again, insistent and shrill, as if celebrating their arrival with a discordant fanfare. "Oh, just a minute. Lieutenant, just a minute," Finn mumbled to himself. Try and make sense of the new command, the new responsibilities, the sudden, overwhelming weight of the world on his shoulders. He ran a hand through his perpetually messy hair, feeling a new wrinkle form on his brow. He gestured vaguely to Plimpton, who was already meticulously lining up the Commodore's paperweights, a nervous tick. "You're acting base commander now, Pip. What do we do about this infernal shrill noise? It sounds like a dying banshee trapped in a tin can." Before Plimpton could even begin to process this new wave of responsibility, before he could consult any of his mental manuals, a grizzled, unkempt head popped into the doorway, a cigar clamped firmly between its teeth. It was Sergeant Rocky Ridgeback, Finn's tough-as-nails veteran crewman, a man whose natural habitat was a machine gun turret, not an office, but whose loyalty to Finn was absolute. "Yeah, Chief, they're saying the what? The sinks are still plugged up, and the petty officers are well. What do you want from me? A get-well card. I'm not a concierge for plumbing complaints. I'm a combat specialist, not a glorified janitor." Finn, attempting to mimic Bumble's air of exasperated authority, barked into the phone, his voice a surprising imitation of the Commodore's growl. "Hold it! Chief, hold it! Can't you see I'm on the phone? Engaging in top-secret strategic communications for the welfare of the entire Allied effort? Yeah, I know, Skipper, but He paused, his eyes widening as Rocky presented him with something. "Well, what do you got there, Rocky? Is it some new experimental munition? Another piece of Japanese intelligence? A secret weapon? For winning the war, perhaps?" Rocky, oblivious to the high-stakes drama unfolding and simply following the immediate chain of command, held up a collection of elasticated, lace-trimmed items, dangling them by a single delicate thread. "Well, it looks like a bunch of slingshots to me, Skipper, or maybe some highly unusual fishing gear for tiny, acrobatic fish. I thought, we'll run out of ammo faster than we thought with these. They don't look very robust." He paused, squinting through the gloom of the office. "Oh, wait, those are the garter belts, aren't they? For the nurses, like Lieutenant Quickstep was fussing about earlier. The critical, morale-boosting hosiery stabilizers, I believe he called them." Finn, suddenly remembering Bumble's initial ridiculous rant and the very genesis of this nightmare, slapped his forehead with an audible thwack. "Good news, sir. Excellent news. We found the garter belts, that elusive, critically important strategic resource. Victory is ours on the undergarment front. Oh, I'm sorry. Chief, I'm sorry. I got my wires crossed. Hold on. Lieutenant Quickstep. Yeah, we found those items. Yes, I'll have them sent them right away. Top priority. Immediate delivery. Yes. Ma'am, you're welcome. You're welcome." He handed the phone back to Rocky, whose expression remained impassive, betraying nothing. "Chippy, Chuckles, get those to the nurses' quarters right away. And, Chief, have you thought about—" The phone started ringing again before he could finish, a discordant, maddening interruption to his flow. "Get the phone, will you? Chippy, get the phone. This place is a madhouse of communications. It's a sonic assault." Plimpton, meanwhile, was already tangled in a veritable spiderweb of administrative calls. Sweat beading profusely on his upper lip, running into his eyes. He held 3 different receivers to various parts of his head, looking like a desperate octopus struggling to manage multiple, unruly limbs. Executive Officer Plimpton here. What is it? What is the nature of this unprecedented emergency? Right? That's right. I authorize building permits for the CBs of the Coconut Busters and their new mess. Hall, a bastion of culinary excellence for our brave construction battalion, a strategic asset. Sir, right, it is? Oh, Skipper. Plimpton's voice climbed an octave in alarm, bordering on a squeal. Did you know their new mess hall was in the middle of the rifle range? Directly in the path of live. Fire, sir. It's a tragic planning oversight. A lethal architectural decision. We are feeding our men directly into enemy fire. He nearly dropped all 3 phones, his hand shaking. No. Hello? Is anyone listening? Is there a single rational mind still functioning on this entire island? Well, tell the Coconut Busters to keep their heads down during meal times and perhaps wear extra thick helmets. I'll watch the problems here myself. I'll oversee the intricate, deadly dance of eating and projectile trajectory. Finn, simultaneously attempting to juggle another phone, spoke into it. McGinty here? Yes. This is Commander McGinty, newly minted acting base commander of this illustrious, if slightly dilapidated, installation. What? On the radar, you say? A blip? A mysterious, pulsating blip? Well, track it, man. Track it with all the skill you possess, with every last ounce of your training, and give me a positive identification. Is it NIP? Is it Allied? Is it a particularly large seagull with an unusual radar signature? Give me specifics. Man, I need actionable intelligence, not vague pronouncements. At that moment, Doodle Higgins, McGinty's eternally cheerful and somewhat rotund torpedo man, wandered into the office like a lost, happy puppy, carrying a half-eaten coconut and a wide, innocent grin, completely oblivious to the rapidly deteriorating state of executive sanity around him. Hi, Skipper. I just want to congratulate you on your new job. You look very commando. Sir, very in command. Very serious. Finn, struggling with a phone receiver jammed precariously between his ear and shoulder, snapped. And will you keep it down, Doodle? Your exuberant joviality is quite distracting. You know, it interferes with strategic thought. Can't you see we're trying to conduct important business here? Matters of life. Death, garter belts, and plumbing permits. Yes, Lieutenant. Affirmative. Yeah. Your garter belts are on the way. Top quality lace. I assure you, a truly morale-boosting acquisition. What's next on this ever-growing list of urgent demands? Doodle, completely unfazed by Finn's irritation, his cheerful demeanor uncrushable, plowed on, speaking loudly. Skipper, the boys, those paragons of initiative, we're not willing to ask your permission to throw a little shindig tonight, a celebration of base. Morale, a demonstration of our unconquerable spirit. We were thinking it could be for charity, or just for the sheer heck of it, sir, to blow off some steam. Great. That's what we need around here, is a little action. Finn boomed into the phone, his face lighting up with genuine enthusiasm. A rare moment of pure delight amidst the administrative nightmare. Action, morale, positive engagement. A vigorous display of military esprit de corps. Tell them to go for it. I knew you'd say that, Skip. Doodle beamed, his eyes wide with boundless, unshakable optimism. And we can rake in a pile of dough for the orphans of, wherever, because you nincompoop. Plimpton shrieked, his already fragile nerves fraying under the strain, reaching his breaking point, his eyes darting wildly, almost independently. Can't you see we're busy? We are on the verge of administrative collapse. the fate of the entire. Base hangs by a thread. Shove off. Shove off. Will you, boy? Clear the room before you incur the wrath of the entire high command. Not to mention a seriously disgruntled Admiral Jawbreaker. Yeah, you're the skipper. McGinty, but I'm the executive officer. Get out. Out, out, out. Plimpton pointed a trembling finger at Doodle. Then at the door. Then an imaginary spot somewhere far, far away. Perhaps another, less chaotic, dimension. And we got your okay, Skip? Doodle asked, already halfway out the door, his cheerful voice echoing back, fading slightly as he retreated. Finn, still beaming, yelled, "As far as I'm concerned, you tell those boys. Full speed ahead. A full-on celebration of military might and convivial spirit. A party of unparalleled joyous abandon. That's an order, Doodle. Make it epic. Make it legendary." Thank a million. Skip. To the moon. Doodle chirped, before vanishing as quickly as he appeared, leaving behind only the lingering scent of coconut and a faint echo of his boundless optimism. Finn sighed, rubbing his temples with a theatrical gesture of exhaustion, feeling the full weight of the absurdity settle upon him. Keep me close, then, Plimpton, for my sanity is rapidly approaching its breaking point. I may soon be conversing with the imaginary, frangipani flies, Pip, or perhaps debating with a disgruntled pineapple. Plimpton, buried under a towering pile of requisitions, his face now a mask of profound despair, replied mournfully, his voice flat, "Oh, I sure will. Skipper, I sure will. You'll be lucky if I can find myself in this administrative avalanche. Let alone you, Commander." The chaos only escalated, a cacophony of ringing phones, shouting voices, and the distant, alarming sound of what might have been a small, unscheduled explosion near the Coconut Buster's new, ill-fated mess hall. "Okay, Chippy, we gotta scramble. Boy, PT-46 is hot on the tail of a nip sub. They're chasing it like a hungry dog after a particularly meaty bone. A relentless pursuit." Finn yelled into another phone, then grabbed a pair of salt-encrusted binoculars, peering out the window with intense focus, trying to find some semblance of actual military action amidst the general confusion. "Hey, incidentally, what a group of one, what's the identification on that submarine? Is it a new class? A stealth model? A particularly large fish with a sophisticated sonar array? Give me specifics. Man, I need actionable intelligence, not vague pronouncements." "Oh, I don't know, Skipper." Chippy's muffled voice came back over the receiver, sounding harried, stretched to breaking point. "I was busy with a supply list, sir. My desk is inundated with forms. A veritable paper storm. They just reported a very submarine-wise sub. Sir, it emitted bubbles. That's all the detail I have, sir. The most salient feature, I believe, was its bubbling." Finn threw his hands up in despair, dropping the binoculars with a clang that made Plimpton jump. Hello. Is anybody out there capable of precise identification? Is there a single rational? Being on the other end of this line. Hello. Yeah, hello. He slapped the receiver back onto its cradle with a resounding thwack, finally giving up. This is a madhouse, Pip. A glorious, beautiful, utterly insane madhouse. But it's our madhouse, and we shall command it, even if it drives us utterly insane in the process and forces us to speak in tongues. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the newly appointed temporary high command in the tumultuous office, the other members of Finn McGinty's crew were already well underway with Doodle's shindig plans, interpreting Finn's full speed ahead order with characteristic literalness and boundless enthusiasm. Gizmo Jenkins, the crew's mechanical genius, who believed that anything with moving parts could be improved, often with explosive results, and Specs Miller, the scholarly one, who found the logistical challenges of organizing a party to be a fascinating sociological experiment, were hastily arranging a display near the beach their creativity unleashed. Let's go, Gizmo. Faster, faster. Press up the storefront. We're in business. Man, a veritable bazaar of military revelry and illicit refreshment.